What is up, everybody? Collector Joey here. Hopefully, you guys are all having a wonderful day today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. And today, we do have an amazing cop or drop for you guys. Now, I know it's been slow on the news and stuff, but we got some things to talk about, of course, because on the last copper drop, something came out like right after. So we got to talk about it, of course. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys, while y'all are coming in and everything, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe, and also subscribe to everybody that you see on this panel. Their stuff is down in the description. We have an awesome panel for you guys tonight. Steve could not make it. Evil Sneaker could not make it, but we still have an awesome panel for you guys. So let me move my camera a little bit over so I can add everybody. First off, we are going to have Mr. Austin himself right here. What is up, Austin? How are you?
Hey, Joey. I'm good. I'm ready for another week of Copper Drop with you guys.
Yeah, because I know you told me you were a little sleepy earlier, but we got it. We're gonna get through this, right?
Oh yeah, man. You know what? I'm always thankful for the invite.
Of course.
Another good excuse just to chat with my friends.
Yeah.
Wouldn't miss this if I couldn't. So
big time. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate it. Next we have the artist of the panel. Right here, Mr. Good Old Spotchka. What's up, man? How are you?
What is up? Good evening, Joey and Austin. What's up, all you Spotchkaholics out here tonight? Excited for the show tonight, man. Good. Hey, man. Good to see y'all.
Yeah, let's get pumped, guys. Let's actually put some music on. Let me see what music. Yeah, before we get the main guest in here. Let's see. I forgot how to do it. There we go. I'm stupid. I always forget it. There we go. All right. Well, that sounds a little sleepy, but oh well.
Okay.
I should have put rock, but let me see. Okay, we'll do rock for right now. Okay.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, okay.
All right. And now, guys, we have an awesome special guest already. He's already freaking enabling me with something. You'll see it right away. And oh my gosh, guys, here we go. We got Mr. Iron Logan. What is up, man?
What's up, guys? Thank you so much for having me. It's an absolute pleasure to be here, and I'm excited to chat to you guys. I'm excited to get into it and enable you. By the end of the show, we're going to get a firm commitment that he's coming home.
Yeah. Oh man, that thing just looks crazy, and especially on your pictures, it looks crazy as well. You posted this guy, right? I think you posted him already a little bit.
Yeah, I did a short yesterday and a reel. I was just playing around, got the lights in. I was going to try and do a pose for the show, and I thought I'm just not going to have enough time, so we just got him standing here today.
Oh, that's perfect.
For a short
ass, dude. I love it.
He's a beast. He's a beast.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here, man. It's a big honor that you're here. And
thanks, mate.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to get to know you guys. It's more about I'm going to get to know you guys a little bit better and chat about some figures. I haven't chatted about figures like this for a while, so it's going to be fun.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. I was wondering where your lives they haven't been. You haven't been doing lives as much, right?
Well, we do. Me and Figure Posing Channel. We do.
Well, you did the Ahsoka. You did the Ahsoka one, right? Yeah. That's right. Never mind.
We do the rundown where we do. Yeah. It's more just the TV shows though and film. It's not really about figures as much. So,
okay. Thank you. Yeah. So we are gonna go through some of these comments before we get into it, guys. So Yomo was here first saying copper drop. What's up, Yomo? Yomo's everywhere, man. He is everywhere. I want him to have him on the show, and he will get on the show one of these days. Shoot, if SpongeBob SquareBalls, I try to get him. I try to get him on here. I hit him up on Instagram, but he never hit me back up. So we'll see if he does. And then we got some guy right here. What's up? Always here. How are you doing? Glad to see you here. Rosa, what is up? That's Austin's friend, right?
Yeah, she's fantastic. Yeah. She's another artist like Danny here.
Okay. Cool.
Representing. Okay. Yeah. Good to see you.
Then we have Mr. Boba himself. What is up, man? He said he's laying around with COVID, so let's all hope Boba gets a little better. Come on, man. Yeah. Evil Sneaker.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, for Call of Duty. I know, right? What's up, everyone? This is from Steve. He couldn't be here tonight. Have a great stream, you guys. Sorry I couldn't make it. It's all right, Steve. We know you got dad duties and everything, and you're probably a little tired. You did a stream last night, I believe, with the Wolf Pack, so I understand. We got Zio in here. What is up, Zio? How are you? Awesome, dude. Follow his Instagram. Great guy, man, and YouTube.
I'll say Danny and I we did a live stream last night with Carlos on Danny's channel.
collecting from the Book of Spashka. Y'all check it out, man.
Yes.
Great episode.
Yes, I liked. I could only get the first part, but I need to go rewatch it because I missed like the middle part. But that was fun. The first part.
Excited to do the second episode, y'all.
Yeah. Myra saying, my beautiful girlfriend Myra is saying, "Hi everyone, we're ready for the stream. I can't wait to hear your thoughts about Ahsoka." Okay. We got Chris in here as well. Let's see. We got Mike Latourist in here. Hello. Yeah. How are you? Let's see. Oh, Yomo with the super chat. What is up, Yomo? Thank you. First one of the night. Yes. I'm trying to see how this is working out. Like how StreamYard does the super chats and everything. My first time. The movie canon saying hello, fellow collectors. Gio from SoCal here. Happy Labor Day weekend, everyone. Yes, we got that extra day off, guy. Well, at least some of us do. Have that extra day off.
Damn.
I know. Logan's all the way from Australia, guys. If you guys didn't know, like, man, it's morning time over there. Brick is in here. What is up? Nighty is here as well. Haven't seen you in a while. What's up? Fire ass panel as always. Yes. Oh, Austin, thank you so much for the $4.99 bomb. Thank you.
I had to support Logan and getting you to get this Iron Man. So
yeah,
there's my contribution.
Thank you
to the effort.
There's a start.
Yes.
Honestly, Logan, we are going to meet up with Joey next month, so maybe we'll coerce him into getting this Iron Man. We'll look for it for him. We're like, look, you need to get this right now, okay?
So, like,
put the pressure on him.
I saw Logan's freaking thing down here that it said like put him into the stream, and that I didn't even look at him first. I looked at that Iron Man.
I put something up here to distract people from me, so that's my diversion technique.
Bones is in here. What is up? Myra is saying that Iron Man is fire. She's saying what's up, or she's saying Iron Logan is in here. Fire.
Jeez.
Renz is in here as well. What is up, Renz? The human printer. Glad to see you. Dang. Myra with the $20 bomb. Thank you. Yeah. He's let's see. I have something for the super chats I forgot I needed to do. Every time we got a super chat coming in here, hopefully, I don't know if this gives me copyright or not, but we're just going to do it anyway. So
it's not about money. It's about sending a message.
So there we go. We got the Joker in here. I thought it's cool to have a little something for. I need to come up with different ones because I know we got Aaron Collects in here as well. Always here. Great guy. Brandon Salad. What is up? Hopefully one day I can have you on here as well, man. He has such good content. Really good content. Got Electric Collector. How are you? New name in here. I haven't seen that one.
So I've seen him in here a couple times.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's been here a couple times. He also commented on my last video. So thank you for watching.
Yeah. Daniel is in here. What's up? Another Daniel, of course. And I think
multiverse of Daniels.
Yeah, I know, right? We are all caught up with the chat, guys. Thank you guys so much for the donations. That's awesome. Maybe one day I could do a membership. That would be kind of cool. But right now, I'm just gonna wing it with this and see how things go. But I want to start off the show by I want to ask you, Logan, real name John. I keep saying Logan.
That's okay.
I just want to know how, or I guess everybody would like to know, how did you come up with your name? And you could be as short as possible. Whatever you want to do, the floor is yours.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
I've said it before, so I'll make it super quick. Back when I first started, I'd been collecting for a while. I started doing photography, and I thought, I want to do something to play around with these pictures. So I decided to do an Instagram. Couldn't think of a name for the life of me, and I thought, I love Iron Man, I love Wolverine. I'm going to go Iron Logan, and that's it. And that's kind of what stuck. So when I started my YouTube channel, the name just carried on to there, and now it's kind of like my thing. So Iron Man, and it represents what I'm hyped up about, and I think it fits. That's about it.
It really does. That's like a perfect name. I love it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So let's see. I was going to ask you one thing. So just when did you start collecting? Like, what year did you start collecting 1/6 figures?
Yeah. So Geez, I had to think about it when you messaged me that. The very first figure I got, I think, was 8 years ago, 2015 would have been when it was, and that was the Optimus Prime, Hot Toys Optimus Prime.
Oh, okay.
And it was in a local, store. Yeah. If you've seen it, I love it. It's one of my favorite.
I think I heard about that. Yeah.
Hot Toys.
I didn't know. At first I was like Hot Toys, but I think I remember hearing about them actually having that. Yeah.
There's a Hot Toys Optimus Prime. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And it comes with Starscream wings, so you can attach the wings on the back. Man, he's. I'm looking at him right now across behind you. It's amazing. So I saw that in a store, and I was a big Transformers fan when I was a kid. And I didn't know what Hot Toys was. I didn't know anything about anything at all. I just saw this thing in the store. I saw the box, and I was like, holy shit, like, that's awesome. That reminds me of my childhood. I went in, I looked at it. They told me how much it was. I was like, see you later. And I walked out, and I thought, I'm not paying that much for a toy, at the time. Yeah. And like a couple of weeks went by, and I'm like, man, I just really want that. I don't know why I want that, but I want that. Because I used to love toys as a kid. I used to play a lot. Yeah. And for some reason, I'm like, I don't know why. I just keep thinking about it. So I ended up doing it at that time. Spending that much money was crazy. And I'm like, that's when it began.
Yeah.
That's when it began.
Okay. That's. Yeah. I think I actually remember that story now that you said it. I think you were on Visions, right, with Shane too, as well, right? I think I heard it there. Did you told it on that one, right?
Yeah, pretty sure I would have told it on that.
Sure. So I think I watched that one. Yeah. But thank you for sharing that with us.
I got 8 years. I can't believe it. 8 years, crazy.
You're a veteran.
Yeah. 2015 is a long time, dude. I got a question for you though, man. So I first heard about you through looking through some photos through collector communities and Instagram and whatnot. And of course, behind the scenes, you were talking about I was posing my Ahsoka, modeling after your poses. Yes. We all know what happened there. I was going to ask you, where do you get inspiration for posing? Because I was on with Steve on his collector tour, and he asked me, like, where do you get inspiration for doing some of your stuff? And I was like, Quentin Tarantino movies is a big inspiration of just looking at action scenes and body postures. Where do you get inspiration for your posing?
Thank you. That's a good question. I love Tarantino too, actually. I'm a big fan of his work and how he does stuff, so I definitely agree with that. I actually look at a lot of things. Like, I look at... like, I used to manage gyms, so I've always been into how the body moves and mechanics and things like that. So, I managed gyms for 12 years. 12 years. And in the fitness industry for that long, I got to learn about the body and body movement, and that's something that I got interested that way through my own training and all those types of things. Learning how to look after yourself.
I knew I liked you.
I actually love comic book pictures, images of action sequences. I love action sequences in movies. So I just look at thousands of pictures, videos, pause videos, for instance, if it's from Steve versus the closing showcase, I have been fighting the story.
I'm trying to hear you, Logan, but it's like cutting out. Hold on. Say
is
something.
it cutting?
Yeah,
sorry.
There you go. Now you're good. You're good now.
My mic is notorious. Watch Renz roast me in the chat.
Yeah.
But I looked at karate fighting stances and things like that. So I'll go, whatever the topic is, I'll go and look at pictures, drawings, photos, movement, body mechanics. I love that stuff.
Interesting.
That's kind of where I get it from. Yeah.
Go, because every single one of your posts. I mean, even looking back there at your nebula behind Thanos looks incredible. Like. Well, yeah, good job, man.
Mate.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
So are those? Sorry, I know we're supposed to be like on track with these questions, but are those? Those are module case, right? Yeah,
yes.
Those are the 110s, right?
110s, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because I just ordered 8 of them, so I was just making sure because that looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah. They're really cool. They're not as high as I would like. Thinking in hindsight, I would have liked the roof higher, but I actually like having a confined space to work in, like with how I'm going to display it. So I think you got plenty of space in there. You'll be able to do a lot.
Okay, great. That's all. Yeah. All right. So let's get to the next, the last question for you, Logan. Let's see. Let me get here. Sorry, I'm off track. Okay, so last question is, how many 1/6 figures do you actually have, and what's like the main IP you collect?
Sure. I actually thought about that again when you put the intro on. I was trying to look around and count my collection.
Yeah.
I think I'm sitting at about 90 figures. I think give or take, maybe 91, 92, and then 5 quarter scales. So that's where I'm at with the collection.
Yeah.
In regards to the IP I collect, really, it's more obviously Iron Man is one. I kind of collect characters. So I'm a big Mando fan, so I have all the Mando stuff, Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, and then there's other characters I love, like new characters like Shang-Chi, Deadpool, things like that. So I'm the character guy.
Yeah,
if I love the character, I'll get it. I don't collect lines. Probably the only line I would actually collect all of it would be Dark Knight. If I was going to say a line, everything else is characters. Everything else is characters. So yeah,
so you're just
I'm
like
all over the shop.
That's exactly how I collect.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
I'm just all over the shop, man.
So like, do you collect troopers or like clones or anything like that, or?
No. So like with my Star Wars, I have, I do have the Tank Trooper. I tell a lie, but I bought that so I could put Mando's head on there. But I have Ahsoka, I have Bo, I have Boba, and then it's Mando, and I've got all the Mandos, and I'm crazy. I got 2 Chrome Mandos. I do things like that where I'll get duplicates because in my displays I want to create like mosaic. A big thing about like I like to do with displays is create mosaic like pictures, posters, and things like that. So I want to have like the character standing stoic, like my Batman's, for instance. I'll have a Bruce Wayne and then a Batman Begins and a Dark Knight uniform behind him, maybe doing something differently, like an action sequence, and then something stoic, like creating like images with them. So I'll sometimes double up. So that's why I don't collect other things. So I can spend more money on that.
Did you clean one up with the Mandos or leave them dirty?
No, I haven't done that. No, I've kept them dirty for now.
Yeah,
I haven't done that yet. I'm thinking about chrome painting the quarter scale though. The quarter scale Mando. Yeah. I've seen people do that, and that looks sick. So I'm like, maybe one day I'll venture into that and learn how to paint.
That'd be good. Good idea.
Be another look. I'll just say, collecting teaches you lots of skills. You learn how to display. You learn how to like. There's so many skills you get from collecting. So learning how to paint would be another fun one to add.
Yes, especially like it teaches you a lot of financial, like how to keep things in order with your expenses as well. That's my main. That's the main thing I think of whenever I'm talking about collecting. But it could also mess you up with your finances as well.
I'm kind of the opposite. You don't want to hear about what I do.
So out of those quarter scales, would you say Iron Man is the best one?
Oh, good question. I'd say I can only compare to what I have. So I have the Iron Man Mark 43. No, Mark 42. Sorry, from Iron Man 3. Mark 4 is better, definitely. Out of the two. The proportions, it's got weight to it. There's die cast in the joints. It feels heavy, and the joints feel really well. Like he stands really well, and he'll be able to do a lot pose wise, which would be cool. The engineering with all the machinery under the armor is fantastic. The lighting's awesome. So yes, that's awesome. But I would say
your Dark Knight, isn't it?
The Spider-Man is really good too, guys.
Really?
The Spider-Man.
I used to own that one. Yeah,
Dark Knight's awesome. Dark Knight is awesome, but Spider-Man. Yeah, I love the Spider-Man. I love them all. Shit, I can't. I'm terrible. I love everything.
Well, then you're not gonna like
character. This. I love it all.
You're not gonna like this or that thing.
Because be tough. This or that would be tough.
Yes.
That would.
All right.
I'd say the Iron Man, probably the best Iron Man I've seen for sure.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna look at it.
It's gonna look great in your collection. It's gonna look great. It's gonna look.
Joe, you're gonna want it by the end of the stream.
I really, because I have the quarter scale Darth Vader. I really love the quarter scale Darth Vader, and I got it for a good price. So that made me
Joker. Yeah.
No. Oh yeah. That's a statue though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say my eyes are always drawn to the quarter scales when I come into my room, and that's something that I'm working on one of my new videos, is explaining why I actually quite like them, and I would love them to do more. Like I'd love an end game cap quarter scale. Like knowing what I know about quarter scales and the material and the details, that would be phenomenal.
I bet the shield would go crazy.
I want a quarter scale Ahsoka.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So let's see some of the chat in here that see some people joined. We got MB Dyson in here. What is up? Bone said it was glitching out on your mic.
Fuck.
No, that was earlier though. Felipe's in here. What is up, Felipe? How are you doing? A good friend of mine right there. Let's see who else joining here. Nick Collectibles in here. What is up, Nick? How are you? How are you? Glad to see you here. But there we go. Sophia's over here dreaming and she's barking. I'm sorry, guys, if y'all hear that.
No, I can't hear
it. Okay. So let's see. We're gonna get started actually on the copper drop, guys. So let me get all situated here because of course I didn't share the screen beforehand, which I should have done. Let's see, entire screen. Here we go. There it is, guys. So the first thing we're going to talk about is this Imperial Praetorian guard that we saw in Mando season 3 at the very, very end. That was kind of a big surprise. I remember whenever we did actually see this, we were like, hot toys material, hot toys material, hot toys material. And they did it. They did it. It looked really good. But I do want to know, is this a copper drop for you guys? I'm going to go down the line. So first off, I'm going to ask Austin, is this a copper drop for you? And on the chat, I will be putting up a poll for you guys so you guys can engage with us as well and say copper drop. So Austin, is this a copper drop for you?
Yeah, so this was rather hard. You know, if it was a singular piece, I would want to say yes. This is one of those pieces, though. It would be odd just to have one. You really need 3, ideally. You could probably get away with 2, but the price point on 1, I don't think is bad. $245.
You didn't think it was bad? I thought it was bad.
Well, so price point on 1 for $245. That's not.
Oh yeah,
bad.
well yeah. If you're gonna buy 1, yeah, it's not.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
If it's just 1, not too shabby. That'd be a very cool piece to have. You know.
Yeah.
Again, this character or these characters kind of warrants having 3.
It really does. I don't see how you could have just 1, honestly.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm hung up now.
Yeah.
And then 3, it takes more space.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much on the fence right now.
Okay.
Very much on the fence. But if I had to choose, it'd be a drop for now.
Okay. All right. That makes sense because, I came out with a video talking about this one and the price point. Well, it wasn't like I guess the price point, I guess you could say, and I said around 210 to I think it was 235 that I thought it would be, just to encourage the people to see that like 210 mark, 220 mark, and be like, hey, okay, this is good. I can buy 3 of these, even though it's not by much. That little bit really could encourage you to buy 3. I feel like.
Well, you save $30 on one figure, multiply that by 3, damn near $100.
Yeah.
That is a pretty hefty little discount,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because it's not just 3. Then you'd have to get Gideon.
Yeah.
As well, that's gonna be another $300 right there. Then you still gotta add taxes and shipping to it all. So it's hard for me to kind of think of $1,200 for this particular set. Then in my head, that could go towards very much something else I would appreciate. Something I've been trying to do with a bit more of my collection is streamline it more towards some of my favorite pieces, not just pieces I like.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have to lean more towards drop.
Okay. All right. Daniel.
But they look amazing. I'm sorry.
They do.
They look absolutely amazing. Yeah.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there with Austin, man. We reviewed Mando season 3 a few months ago, and it still hasn't resonated with me as much as I wish it did. Like, he's right. $1,200. You're looking at Moff Gideon and these 3 guys. And let's say you don't want Moff Gideon and you want to put him with Paz Vizsla, that's an option too. But that's still $1,200. You're out the wallet.
Unless you already have it.
Right, unless you already have one. But that's still, I did the math. That's like $800, $900 for all 3 of these guys after tax.
Mm-hmm.
So $900 for, like John was saying earlier, not really characters, but expendables that were killed off pretty easily, I think. Had they had a more badass way of going out in the finale of season 3, maybe I would have liked it more. But I mean, these look cool, but it's a drop for me, man. It's not really in budget for me to pick up 3 of these things, or I don't really think I see myself having the space for it. The Gideon, though, I might want to cop that, but I'm good.
Yeah, I feel like you would need these with Gideon, kind of, but not need them. But you could have Mando with them, of course, but it would make Gideon pop out so much more with that red, and then you got the red and black, and then it just looks so good.
I don't know, man. I'm always going to favor having Gideon with some Death Troopers, man.
Yeah.
Something special about it.
Yeah. John, what do you think? Copper drop?
I'm going to preface this with I love Mandos. Red's my favorite color. These look fantastic, but it's definitely a drop. It's definitely a drop. I will say, I feel like if you like discussing whether you'd get 3 on it, I think 3 is the way to go. If you're going to get it, 3 would be the way to go. I think for particular collectors, depending on their displays, 3 makes sense. For instance, I'd say, let's say Jeddah Patrol, who's now mainly collecting Star Wars, right? Yeah. I think 3 for him would be perfect because he has this grand vision of a big display of fight. If I were going to get the 3, if I were going to do it, it would be 2 in the display, have 3 figures fighting, fighting heavy Mando or Mando or whatever. Yeah, I would get them for the purpose of a long-term display action sequence. I can create this epic big scene display, whatever, through a Moji case. That would be the reason that I would go, okay, I'd get 3 for that. But I'm just not there with my collecting that I'm that deep into that to go and get 3 to build a scene out. That's the only reason that I would get them. I think they look amazing, fantastic, the right collector and right display choice. I wouldn't get 3 and just put them in a DTOF. I would get 3 to have in a big sequence. That would make more sense to spend that much money on 3 characters that aren't in it that much. If that makes sense. Yeah. So that's kind of my thought on that, I think.
Okay. I can see what you mean. Yeah, because Jeddah has everything. I think he has all the troopers too as well. So it needs to kind of fit your collection as well.
I think it makes sense if you're going to get 3 that you'd be doing something like that as to just have them stand there on their own or something.
Yeah, I see what you mean. So with the poll, I'm going to end the poll right now with 10 votes. We do have, let's see. So Cop is at 60% and Drop is at 40%. So that's pretty close. Yeah, for 10 votes. That's an okay sample size. We got a few people in there. So yeah, 60 and 40. I think I am going to Drop as well. I kind of have the same feeling as you guys as well. It looks so cool. I really love this color. I love the Mando style helmet on it as well. It's just I can't afford 3 of them right now. I gotta buy this Iron Man now. This quarter scale Iron Man.
The question for the whole panel, I guess, if they would have made this in a 3-pack, would all of us have copped? Or
see, now that's the thing. So if they had a 3-pack and it was like what do y'all think a 3-pack should have been?
$600-$700 at the max.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that would have made people actually be like, hey, let's I'll get this, it's I don't have to pay tax 3 times or whatever they do, with these things. And I don't think it's 3 times, but whatever, you know what I mean. But I'm just saying, like, it just looks better that you're getting 3 figures for that dollar amount.
So with this, do you guys think this is going to go waitlist and sell out? So the original Praetorian guards did sell out, and they're rather expensive pieces on the secondary market.
Yeah, everything's going out now.
Maybe not right now, but like down the road I can see it, because you know how it is with Star Wars. Like for years people hated on the prequels, and then the sequels came out, and then everybody loves the prequels. So maybe over time season 3 of Mando will become more favorable and liked upon fans. It's not the worst season ever, so like maybe they're Austin, but I don't see it going waitlisted right now.
The only reason why I bring that up is I do know a lot of people who will be purchasing these figures, and then when it's 3 at a time, the volume of it adds up rather quickly if purchasing like that, versus if it's a character piece and it's 1 at a time per person. So I'd be curious about this one.
Yeah,
I'm glad they gave it to us, because it's probably the most memorable shit from season 3, honestly. Right?
It really is.
Like if you think about it, what was the coolest part was the Paz Vizsla versus the Praetorian Guard scene. It goes out like a badass.
Man, I'll tell you this: even though I may not be picking them up, I think give us as much as possible with 6 scale. These are gonna make so many people happy, and even though I'm not picking them up, it's still great for the community. So still an overall win.
I'm excited to see it in Steve's collection, honestly, because I know he's going to make it look killer. So,
yeah, I think that would make a great addition to addition pieces to go with Moff or Heavy Mando and things. I think that would look great together on the shelf, definitely with those colors.
Yeah, and if I was copying, I already could think how like I would display it. I would kind of have like one on the side, like Moff, of course, in the front and center. Then I would have one of these on the right and left, and then like those little acrylic risers that you can get for the detofs. I would have like one like up higher, like behind him. That would be kind of cool, I think, to see all three of them like that.
Very cool.
Yeah. But y'all ready to get on to the next topic we have?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So we did get a release, you guys. It's right here. There's a lot more to this release, actually. So we'll talk about that next. But did you guys cop or not get their drop, I guess you could say? This one, did you guys? So I like this one a lot because it did have the copper drop logo colors. It was pretty cool. Kind of blended in with it. But for me, guys, I have had this on waitlist. Like I've been on the wait list for this thing ever since it went waitlisted, and I have not got it converted yet. So for me, it's a cop if I could cop it. I don't know. I see people always getting these emails and things like that saying like, hey, you got the conversion. Even the Artisan Joker, I think, came back for a second without the wait list, for a few people. But not this guy. Everything else but him. So I'm hoping one day it does. But it's a cop for me. Of course, I will have, the copper drop in the polls down below. But John, what is it? Did you cop this or drop it, or what did you do?
This is a drop. I have Boba on Throne, and it's so
okay.
similar. So I'm just going to stick with the Boba on Throne. I do love the staff, and some of the extra things that I think they look cool, but it's not enough for me to. If that was an Iron Man, yeah. But it's not Iron Man.
So he came with the gaffy stick. I forgot if he did or not. He did though.
No, my Boba on Throne doesn't. No.
No. I'm talking about this one.
This one, yeah. This
Oh,
one.
the staff. Oh, yeah.
Gaffy stick.
Cool.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I
almost forgot what it was called too. So that's a drop for Logan.
That's a drop for me.
Yeah. Okay. And then we'll go Daniel. What are you doing?
So Black Knight in the comments over here is saying, what's the main difference between this Boba and the Throne version? And it's the belt and the boots, I believe.
And the scar on his face, on the face mask, on his helmet, I mean, is not there as well. And then like
different color scheme on the armor. It's a little bit more green, a little bit more vibrant.
Actually, hold on, guys. I got you. Who said that? Black Knight, I got you, bro. If you're still here, I got you. Hold on. Sorry, I'm going fast. Got you.
Rapid fire.
I know. There you go.
Yeah. So it's slightly more. For me, it's a drop too, because me too, John. I have the Throne version. I gave my bird poop Boba to Joey, and I love that Throne version, man. To me, to this date, is probably the best Boba Fett that has been released, all things considered. And if I had to get a second or a third Boba, I'd probably go with the Arena Fett one, or the I don't know, probably Empire. This one, just while it's, I guess, current Boba and not, I guess, badass Boba, if you will, because not everybody loved the ending to Book of Boba Fett. Some people made fun of his character, and in my opinion, I think that the War for the Bounty Hunters comic is the type of series and type of storyline that we should have gotten for a series, but that's besides the point. It's a drop for me. I'm good with my Boba and Fennec on the Throne. This one's cool if you want.
I prefer the green. I prefer the green in the middle one.
Interesting.
Yeah, I prefer the darker green. It feels more real world.
Yeah,
I
think the pop on the green is a little too much in terms of, because if he just repainted it, but you got to remember this is also Jango Fett's armor. So this is supposed to look worn. It's supposed to look. It's not Beskar, it's Durasteel. So the Durasteel is supposed to look a little aged, and I like the right there with it, like the aged look. So. Yeah, it's a drop for me though.
Okay. See, now with this with the repaint one that you guys have, you could actually see like he literally went out there and spray painted it, because you can see the textures and stuff a little bit more, and on this one it's kind of solid. I'm with y'all though. I like the green. The green feels a lot more accurate on this one. But the main thing that got me on this newer Boba is that scar. I really love the scar on the helmet. It looks really cool to me. I think that makes it stand out a little bit more. But it's cool that Hot Toys did this, though. It's cool that they took a comparison. I feel like they need to do that a lot more, honestly.
I agree. I agree with that.
They can, for sure. They should.
Especially when there's several versions of the same character available, right?
Yeah.
'Cause the market's flooded with Boba Fett's. There are so many of them, man. Like, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but Boba Fett has the most variants in terms of Star Wars figures, right? So he's got the animated version, the bird poop version, Empire, 2 or 3 different versions with the quarter scale, bird poop, or the throne version, this new version.
The animated, the white one, Empire.
Right, dude. So goddamn
Crazy.
many of them. So we're good on Boba Fett's Hot Toys enough.
Yeah, we're good. Austin, it's copper drop.
Yeah, this was like a no hesitation drop for me.
Really?
I have Empire, I have the 2-pack. Absolutely, I don't need any more. And this just doesn't warrant it for me. There's no additional value add for this particular piece or for this particular iteration of the character. There's no additional value add for money spent for me.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So let's look at the chat. I mean, the whatchamacallit, the poll real quick. Dang, you guys, how did this thing waitlist then? And everybody, look at this. This is a drop at 81% and cop at 18. How the hell?
Look, there's some massive Boba fans out there that are just buying them all up.
I guess so. I need mine. Come on, guys. I guess that's a sign. Maybe it'll come back from waitlist. But some guy, thank you so much for dropping the links, man. You are always the freaking GOAT. Yes, bro. Bones is in here saying, I like that too, Austin. I only collect personal grails, not ones I just find cool or like. They have to have meaning to be able to display. Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm kind of back in that state of mind of collecting, because everything I have, I enjoy, I like, I love. Yeah. But I look around, I'm like, man, there's 50 figures in here or so where I know there's other things out there that I probably should have gotten before these particular things, and so going forward, just nailing out my grails.
That's part of the beauty of it, man. Part of the collection.
Oh yeah.
Calvin, what's up? How are you? Low-key collectors in here.
That's my guy.
Yes, man. I love when he's on other panels as well. I want to get him on here one day. Hopefully he'll come on here one of these days. He's always a fun watch as well. He always has some good takes. Bones, talking to Bones, Austin. Let's see. Black Knight was saying, "What's the difference?" He said he was still here, so I'm glad you were still here. Too many Bobas. Yeah, that's what MB Dyson is saying. Yomo saying, "I like the updated, vibrant look for some reason." Yeah, I feel like it's going to be one of those things you got to see in person.
Looks like saturation just turned up on it.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Steve is saying some will consider this the definite new Boba due to it being the main one in the show. Yeah,
that's pretty much what Danny stated.
Yeah,
up until he gets another repainted armor in the movie with Dave Filoni directing, so it's gonna happen. They're gonna sell toys, man.
Some guy putting the link from my boy Boba. Hey. Fire. Everybody follow Boba, man. Boba's awesome. Everybody follow everybody you see in here. So even in the chats, man. Even in the chats. If you know they have a YouTube, Evil Sneaker, Calvin, MB Dyson, everybody is just awesome here. But let's actually, so this is going to kind of stem from this. So we did get a few teasers, or one teaser. And it's kind of something that we need to talk about here. So we've been having questions on the Copper Drop about, like, are they going to make different creatures and different vehicles, things like that. And we've been seeing them like they did with the Dewback, and they've done with, I think, Logan, you have the blurg, right? You have the blurg, don't you?
Yes.
I think I've seen that. Yeah. So, and so we're starting to see that, and then we see this tease. Like, we're like, no, they're not going to do it. But then we get the freaking Dewback, and then now we get this tease. What do you guys think this is? Like, do you think that they'll actually make a full-size Rancor, or is this just like the head of it and it's like a display, kind of like the lizard base, I guess you could say? What do you guys think? You guys can go, whoever wants to go first. It's not really
it definitely looks sculpted. I mean, if you zoom in on that image, it looks like it's a plastic sculpted Rancor, but you might be right about it being somewhat similar to the lizard base, with it being almost kind of like a half base. However, I feel like a lot of us would want a 1/6 scale Rancor, even if it would be fucking gigantic.
It would be 33 inches tall.
It
Rancor
would.
16.5, 1/6 of that is 33 inches tall.
So
I think. Can you zoom in on the right leg?
Yeah,
I saw a
so-
picture on Facebook. A guy saying that it looked photoshopped.
Photoshop.
is
Yeah,
that
I saw
right?
that
don't know.
too. That's what I was
Yeah, I
just
don't
trying to. I was trying to zoom into it. Let me actually do the picture I got. I don't know why it didn't come out high quality. Oh, okay, I guess it did, but you can start seeing the pixels a little bit. Let me see how I can go down. There we go. We'll go right here, and then we'll go down. See, yeah, I can see like right here. It might look a little bit like it's photoshopped. Is that what you're talking about?
Around his knee pad, the orange part.
Oh
I think,
yeah,
was the
yeah.
picture that I saw.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't tell properly, but
I can't either.
does
Right.
it?
It does.
It does look odd. It does look very odd.
Because the
I mean,
shadow
look-
doesn't really match up right here as well. It just looks
Right.
weird. Yeah.
If any of you guys have 3D printers, I encourage you to print off your own 1/6 scale Rancor. You know, ship it off to somebody who can paint it up, make it look nice and detailed. And
Yeah, I mean, if you can print a helmet, you could easily probably print a Rancor. Not, I mean, do custom
sure.
work. Yeah,
you can get away with doing that because it's not necessarily like a human face, right? So you could
Mhm.
sculpt it to look almost like an animal and get away with it looking a little almost cartoonish and still look
If
pretty-
anybody's near Southern Arkansas, I actually have a guy who does all this. He's actually making a life-size C-3PO right
Wow.
now, and he's the one who did my Darth Maul. He can
Oh,
do
wow.
anything and everything.
yeah.
That's
You, of course,
cool.
you have connections. You always do, Austin.
Oh yeah, I'll be hitting him up maybe soon for life-size chopper. So
Oh, that would be fun.
Oh.
Even though I didn't watch any of the animated. I mean, that would be what I saw from him from Ahsoka was really cool. I liked it.
Now that you said that, Austin, you got to go for it.
Droid.
You got to do that, dude. That sounds so
Oh.
cool.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah.
Anything else y'all want to say about this? Now, so is this? Sorry, Austin, but is this right here? Is this stitching? Was the Rancor wearing like something on his head or what is it? Is that stitching?
He had this like almost, I guess, Danny Trejo, I guess, put it on him. It was like this thing of like a horse seat thing where you put on a horse.
I was
Kind of
forgetting.
similar to that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this looked weird. That's why I just don't remember the show that much though. What were you gonna say, Austin? Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, so I mean, I guess conversation's still fun outside of like Photoshop. Is do we think which is more likely, a dynamic base or a 6-scale Rancor?
I
do you
would
guys think?
like a dynamic base, and I don't think they would make the chain like that much detail into it if it isn't made at least. But like I'm starting to look at this a little bit more, and right here it does look photoshopped as well. Kind of look how the knee is right here. Were you saying this right knee or this right knee, Logan? Or both?
The other knee, yeah, not
This
this
one?
one, but
Oh,
yeah,
this
that's
one.
all I saw. I just saw a picture and someone was like
Okay.
highlighting it, so I didn't look too much into it after
Yeah.
that.
I mean, but look how like thin this leg looks right here as well. But I could be tripping, but it does. You're kind of right there. It does not look like. I don't
But
know.
then they've added a chain which does look real.
Yeah,
which
that
is just
does look
interesting.
real.
Like what the heck?
Yeah.
I mean, then again,
Oh,
it's so super easy for them in their warehouse to just go find like a random 1/6 chain that they have from a different figure and slap it with Boba. But
But that
Or
could
that'd probably be one of the easier customizations that a collector could do on their end.
right.
Yeah.
But why would they go through so much trouble to get somebody to Photoshop this and everything if they weren't going to do it?
I think the trouble, I think the reason being is it's a pretty quick tease on their end without spending any kind of additional funds on sculpt or a prototype or anything like that. It's a
Yeah.
good way to gauge interest, get some
Okay.
chatter going about this particular piece, possibly help sell it, and
Sure.
then of course just stir up conversation, get the name out there a bit more, and see what the sentiment around that particular piece would or could be.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes I wonder if I can add on that. Sometimes I wonder if it's just the photographer that they've given the piece to take photos of using their imagination to
Mhm.
create promotional material. Sometimes it can be that too. You look at different bloggers when they do their photos. Some of them are just 1/6 photographers who get the job to do blogger photos. So they could just be using their imagination to do whatever, not necessarily thinking about whether it's creating an extra piece like that. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's something I've thought about.
Oh yeah, I mean, I absolutely think you're right. But even when they're like submitting those pictures in, I'm sure the approval coming from whoever approves these pictures from
You'd think
Hollywood.
so.
I'm sure that's one of those
for sure.
caveats that they're thinking.
Bro, now that we mentioned Photoshop and I'm seeing it like blown up more on the screen instead of just on my phone, I can totally see this might be Photoshop. That's crazy. But yeah, guys. So I'm glad to hear y'all's insight on it. I'm glad I can actually talk to y'all about it because it makes it a lot more easier. But let me take this off the screen really quick. There we go. Hello. So we got Christian Cooper in here saying, "What's good, lads? How are you? How are you? Glad to see you here." I thought that was Cooper for a second. That one of our friends that we have. Let's see. Let's keep going down. See who popped in here. Ariel's in here. How are you? How are you? Saying she just got off work. Yes. So let's actually get to the next thing. All right, guys. So this is kind of the halfway point that I start this at. So we do this little thing on here. I'm pretty sure you guys are all familiar with. And this week, let's see. Here we go. Boom. So this is this or that, guys. This is something I do not tell anybody but myself. And I asked you guys this or that. And I did a Marvel theme this week for the new Logan is going to be on here. And he's mainly Marvel, it looks like. So
awesome.
we got this or that. Now, last week I didn't use that card, and I hope I did this time.
Joey, not to cut you off. I don't know if it's me, but you're breaking up.
Am I really?
Oh, yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. Yeah, for sure. I was thinking it could have been my computer.
Can you still hear me? Am I good?
I hear you perfect now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe the mic wasn't close enough. I think I have like some noise cancellation thing or whatever on here. But you can hear me good now? I'm good?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wasn't too certain.
Please tell me. So what did y'all not hear? Did y'all hear mostly everything at least?
We get the premise. This is gonna be a Marvel themed one.
Yes.
Iron Logan.
Yeah. Okay.
This or that. We're gonna have to choose this or that.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah.
So I don't want to give Logan any time to actually think about this. So I'm hoping that this is a bit harder than last week. So Logan, you choosing this or that? And I'm gonna do polls as well for you guys in the chat down below.
I would surprise you probably, and I would go Drax.
Ooh.
I don't have Drax. He's missing from my Guardians team up, so I would get him because I want to add him to my team.
And that's kind of why I did it, because I would think like some people had some of them, and then some people didn't, and then some people might need it hella as well. So and this is I forgot to explain, like this is if you already have the figure, just act like you don't have it, and if this figure was given to you for free, which one would you take? And you can't get the other one. I forgot to mention that as well. So yeah.
All good. Now, I love Kate Blanchett. She's Australian, represent. She's amazing. She's amazing in that movie. I love that movie. It is one of my favorite movies, but I'm not collecting lines. I'm collecting more characters. Yeah. And him as a character, I would love to have a full Guardians team. So I'm hoping they make the new one so I can finally add him.
Yeah. And we might talk about that a little later.
Sweet. Cool. So yes, this is
this. Okay. And we have
although I can't see anything there, it's invisible, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah. I was like, what for a second, but now you got me good. I was like, John Cena up here or what? Daniel, is this a this or a that for you?
Man, it's an easy that for me, man. I love Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
This is a clever one, I think. You did a really good job with picking this because I know what's coming later. I won't spoil it for the viewers at home, but this is currently the only Drax. So if I said that, which I just did, it looks like I'm never going to get a Drax now. So it's okay, though. Like you said, he's invisible, John, right? So we can just pretend he's there. We can't see him.
You could pretend he's there.
But this is definitely a figure that I think could use an update. And that Hella Man is gorgeous as hell. The Kate Blanchett likeness alone,
so good.
The horns, it became a Grell in its own right. I believe, and I'm pretty sure it still goes for pretty hefty price tag too. So
I think so, mate.
Definitely. I think I filtered this one to I could be wrong, to like $400 or $500 on eBay.
Wow, yeah, and I can see why, because anytime I see this figure in someone's collection, it brings a smile to my face. Because probably one of the better MCU movies, right? Agreed.
Definitely.
And probably one of the better MCU villains, just because it's pretty straightforward, but sexy as hell. And Kate Blanchett always just steals the screen anytime she's in the movie. She's always still in the show. and this figure is probably one of Marvel's top 10 hot toys that they've came out with, in my opinion. So
she looks great.
100% going with that.
Yeah.
All
Good
right.
points, and you're right. She's such a great figure. That's why it's a good little question that you're asking people, because I agree with everything you're saying about that.
Mhm.
And I think you could say it's definitely a better overall figure than the Drax figure. And that's where it's cool how we all collect different, because even though knowing that, I'll still go to this because I want it to go with the team. So I think it's a tough one. It's a good this or that. Can you hear me?
Joey may be frozen.
Oh,
So
okay.
Danny,
He's playing
Danny,
mind games with me.
since you win, I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
It took me a moment to think, a quick moment though, but it's hard because I feel like if I were to get Drax, it would be a necessity to get the entire team, right? Where I think Hela, she could just be a standalone piece in one of these D-tops, and she'd look absolutely gorgeous. Or just pair her with Thor, and it'll work just fine. Hela. Hela for me. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think I'd be upset if I couldn't get a Drax going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel good. Yeah. Definitely Hela.
Nice. Or we just get both. that's the way.
That's the rules of this or that, though. You can only get one and never get the other one ever again.
You know what's funny? I don't have a Thor
again
in my collection. I have a Star-Lord, but I haven't unboxed them yet. So you would think I'm closer with Guardians, but
well, technically, so okay, if you remember in Thor Ragnarok, you wouldn't have to put Hela with Thor. You could put her with Valkyrie, right?
Yeah.
And a badass scene fighting.
that also means I'd have to buy Valkyrie. I still need a Thor.
Yeah, I was supposed to. You still have to buy a Thor, so yeah, win-win. Yeah.
Or you could just have her as a villain shelf. Have her on a villain shelf.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's why I mentioned too. She
villains or
looks
whatever.
great in just like a singular D-top.
You know,
gorgeous.
John, you just said that made me think. I would love to see in a display someone try to recreate the supervillains pub from how it should have ended, and just have a bunch of supervillains chilling in like a canteen or something. That would be super cool.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
That would be a sick. Get that in a big shelf. That would be cool. That would be really cool.
I actually might
I
make
love
that a
stuff like that.
collecting from the Book of Sposhka episode. I might write that down.
There you go.
crap.
Boom.
Back, brother.
That's a cool idea.
Holy crap! Did the world just end? Oh my god!
The world just ended. Welcome back.
Bro.
Yo, we're about to start auctioning off your channel, man.
Yeah.
Lucky you came
Going
back.
once, going
Bro.
twice.
Everything freaking went off. I was like, what the hell? The Wi-Fi just cut off for a second. My bad,
Okay,
guys.
so
That
sum
has
up my
never
answer.
happened.
I chose Hela. I chose that.
Okay, good. I'm glad I was on this part because it probably would have been dead. So where did oh my god,
So we got
what the
two
hell?
Hellas and one Drax. So what about you, Joey?
Shoot, I'm gonna pick Drax as well. I like Drax more than I do like Hellas. I think Drax is really cool. Also, Guardians of the Galaxy hits a lot for me as well. I know that this is probably one of the best Thors, but or it is the best Thor, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Love and Thunder's pretty good.
I hear
No,
people.
I'm actually.
Y'all are making me
I-
revise
I-
my answer because, dude, after Guardians 3, especially the ending scene with Drax, where he finally dances with all the kids, dude, I almost cried. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Amazing. And Batista's an amazing human being. I've listened to a lot of podcasts with him. He's amazing. I would actually get a little Christmas sweater and kit bash him and put a sweater over it.
yeah.
Something cool like that. Or just something fun. Get some type of little shirt or something that you could put.
Quick note on Batista, because, you know, he's going to work with James Gunn again, 100% for DC, for his universe. A lot of people are saying Jason Momoa for Lobo. I think Dave Bautista is going to be Lobo. That's my personal prediction, but that's just me.
I don't know how I feel about Dave playing them. I like Dave Bautista. I do. The main man brings so much character and personality and enthusiasm. I'm not saying Bautista couldn't, but that would be a try and roll, I think.
So he's been trying to reach out more. He did the Knock at the Cabin movie. He's trying to branch out more and expand on his acting. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he definitely talks about that. He wants to be a serious actor. Like that's his obsession at the moment. And the last thing I heard, and I listened to with him, so I believe he will. I believe in him.
I'm actually glad you mentioned that. So I caught that he's been very vocal about this in several interviews and whatnot. Like, he takes this extremely serious, like still in acting classes right now, just to further develop this skill, you know?
Yeah.
So I actually liked Knock at the Cabin. I really like that one. I don't think it really expanded upon like his range. So let's say he does get Lobo, that could be a pretty neat character test to get him out of this typecast that he's kind of been in.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. I'm just excited to see what if the hell James Gunn does with him and his character, because you know it's going to be good.
Oh man, we just
talking raccoon and a talking shark. Come on.
We just finished the Suicide Squad right before I jumped on here.
Dude, isn't it so good, dude? Like, I feel like
it's so good.
And not to get on a tangent, Joey. I'm so sorry, but the
Suicide
Suicide Squad, dude, it's so underappreciated, right? Like,
I know it's so good.
Didn't it come out like right when the pandemic was kind of starting to fade out a little bit? But like, not a lot of people were going to the movies, so it kind of bombed. But if you haven't gone to see that movie, dude, go on HBO Max. Do yourself a favor, watch that and really Peacemaker. Good. Both masterpieces.
Yeah, so we've kind of been on this DC kick lately, where Rachel wanted, I got her to see a few movies like Man of Steel, and then I got her to watch like Joaquin Phoenix's The Joker and The Batman, and then she was like, hey, just a few nights ago, she's like, hey, do you want to watch like Batman v Superman? I was like, absolutely, yeah, let's watch this. And we finished it, and she's like, that was good. She's like, I really like that. Then,
did y'all watch the extended cut or the normal cut?
Extended cut.
Okay.
Then we watched Wonder Woman, and she's like, wow, that was amazing. I love Gal Gadot. I'm like, awesome. So then, we also watched Justice League Snyder cut, and yeah, she loved it. Then I think me and you were on the phone, Danny, and I think it was you, and we brought up John Cena.
Yeah.
In DC and whatnot. She's like, well, she loves John Cena.
Oh, she didn't know?
Yeah, no, she didn't know. And I said he plays like a villain.
Yeah.
An antagonist character. So we just watched the Suicide Squad. She liked it, and I explained to her that he has his own spin-off show where he's a star. So we'll be starting that next.
Oh, she's gonna love
that. That's such a good show, bro.
Me and Myra like that.
So excited for her to see Peacemaker, dude. That, in my opinion, for anybody who hasn't seen Peacemaker, it is Secret Invasion done a million times better and then some. It is.
I'm excited to give it a rewatch because I really liked it the first time around. Yeah. And I'll be excited to experience it with her for her first go around.
Right.
Yeah.
With it.
Rewatch is sometimes my favorite, bro. Rewatch is my favorite when you go back and you catch things you didn't catch the first time.
Absolutely.
I argue that Peacemaker is better than the Suicide Squad to a certain extent, But
I would actually agree with that.
Yeah. But,
yeah, I think so.
Sorry, Joey. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm also one more thing, and I'll end this tangent. I've since like watching the Suicide Squad with her last night and finding out how much she really likes John Cena and whatnot. I'm like, man, I really wish I can get this Peacemaker figure now.
Dude, me and you both, dude. It's supposed to be coming before the year ends. I'm gonna get one for me, and then Mrs. Spotchka, she wants that to be her very first her own hot toy figure.
I mean, that. But it's waitlisted right now, right?
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna TBA it the day that it comes out. I'm gonna probably get that for her for Christmas if it's released, and me day one and TBA in that shit.
So if she loves the show, I'm gonna reach out to like one of these retailers that they talk with and whatnot. See
guys, you'll be able to get it.
Let's do it.
You can also get it. You'll be able to get it other overseas too. There's so many places you can get it.
I didn't want it at first, and then I saw they updated like the chrome on the helmet, and then they updated the face sculpt as well. Then I was like,
seamless arms, dude.
Oh yeah, and the seamless arms, and I was like, okay, guys, and then it's weightless. I'm like, bruh, come on now.
We'll be able to get it, brother.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, waitlist is bullshit. We all know it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Guys, I don't pre-order anything. I get everything and anything, and I don't pre-order anything. Like, there's so many places you can find it when it comes out for sure. You'll be okay.
Lewis is in here. What's up, Lewis? Glad to see you here. Saying what's up, Collector Joey and panel and everyone. This 2.0. That's what MP Dyson was saying earlier before I froze, I believe. Chris is saying that for sure. See, sorry guys, I'm just like now catching up because of that. I need a full-sized artisan rocket raccoon. God dang,
that'll be $10,000, please.
Crazy.
Can you imagine,
bro? If Joey just moved and was like, nah, I'm just playing, that would be insane. Oh, okay, because I was frozen. Was that
Right?
really?
Another
not made a
multiverse?
rocket?
I think that's what happened to you, right? You just jumped to another multiverse and you
Yeah,
hopped into another live stream. Yeah.
I think. Oh, because I was trying to do my hotspot as well, and like that wasn't even working. That's why I was like, God dang! Did the aliens finally get us or what? Because that did not work out well.
Joey just hopped into Dropper Cop on another universe.
Dropper Cop. All right, guys. Y'all want to go to the next one? Y'all ready for the next one? We got 2 more. So here we go. Boom. We got Moon Knight and the Black Panther original suit that just came out. This is the newest
You
one.
bastard.
So you got these 2. Like I said, you can only get one of these. Which one would it be? And if you have it, make sure to just act like you don't. We'll start with Austin first, and I'll do poll as well. There will be a poll. Did I say? I didn't do the poll. Hold on for the last one. Drax. So the Drax and Hela one is let's see. Are y'all here still?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why it's saying it's not letting me see it, but I'll come back to that. Okay, guys. So this one, Austin, this or that. I'm sorry, this never happens, guys. I don't know what my internet's doing, but yeah.
Hey, I mean that's all part of going live, man.
Yeah.
Little malfunctions and
Here and
internet
there, man.
tech problems.
My mic does it to me all the time. Don't worry, my mic. I get shit for it all the time.
Like I can't even freaking start a poll anymore. I don't know what's going on, but
I'll tell you this, as a guest, I'm just sitting here chilling. So
okay.
Oh,
All right.
good.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now it says it. Okay. I guess it just had a refresh or whatever. Drax was at 44% and Hela was at 55%. So that one was pretty close.
I'm not saying it's the competition and I'm on the winning side or anything, but like
You always are, Austin. You always are.
I know. This one's an interesting one though. I like this. It's a little difficult, but pretty easy at the same time, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
I do think Moon Knight is a better standout piece.
Mhm.
It is gorgeous. This is a pretty flawless looking figure. I've never seen it in person, just based on off of pictures I've seen and some sentiment from other people. But Black Panther as a character in a movie just hits way harder for me. So going with Black Panther.
All right. Black Panther it is. I got the poll up, guys, as well. So that's a good choice, Austin. That is a good choice. I guess I'll say mine really quick. I think I'm going to have to go with that as well, because I do love that Moon Knight. I really wanted that Moon Knight so bad before it went waitlisted. I was literally about to go get it, and then it was waitlisted. But the Black Panther, just because I have a lot more of the Avengers, I feel like it would fit more with Avengers type of, display. And then it would encourage me to go buy more Avengers, because I loved Civil War. And I believe this is, this suit was this suit in Civil War?
Civil War suit.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what this reminded me of, and the Civil War, the experience I had in the theater was amazing. The just everything about that movie I love so much. But
I know Danny's answer.
Yeah, so let Danny. What is your answer?
What is it, Austin? What do you think it is?
I think it's an easy this for you.
Oh, 100%.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I forgot that you.
I feel like I had a little bit of inspiration in this, because Moon Knight,
Yeah.
I don't know if I've said this before. I think I have when this came out, when we were doing Copper Drop, but Moon Knight is my favorite Marvel Comics character. If I was to play a Marvel hero, I would love to play Moon Knight or Gambit. But Moon Knight, this figure, in my opinion, is the best. Outside of my love for the character of Mark Spector, I think this figure is probably the Hot Toys' best Marvel figure. The only thing setting it back is the head sculpt. Come on, what the hell?
Yeah.
Pairing this up with the Mr. Knight, and I meant to ask you about this, Joey. I think I sent it to the group chat. A Khonshu third-party figure.
Oh yeah, I should have put that on this week, but we can talk about that later. Yeah, but
maybe next week or something. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that would be perfect to pair these three with. And like Austin, I've been in a really giant DC kick lately. But maybe this is looking at this Moon Knight is very encouraging to at least have those three for Marvel in my display, because Moon Knight, in my opinion, outside of Loki, was probably the best Disney Plus series, just because it stood on its own. It felt very similar to Werewolf by Night, where it was kind of dark, had that early 2000s Marvel, almost like Daredevil aesthetic, where it kind of took itself a little too seriously, but you kind of a little tongue in cheek with it, and I really loved it. So 100% going with this.
Okay. All right, now Logan. Which one? Which one?
Well, I defy you. I defy you. I'm getting both. God damn it. No,
Which one? Yeah. So if you couldn't get one of them,
if I couldn't get one,
yeah.
Damn, this is fun to think about. All right, I love Black Panther, and he will be with Killmonger, and I think he would look great with Killmonger. And I have a Black Panther statue. I think that for me, having those two together and then adding Shuri will be a fantastic Black Panther display. So I can see that. I can see that in my vision. However, Moon Knight, if I had to pick, I would probably go Moon Knight because, like you said, good old Spotchka, I think that the show was amazing. So me and my friend Anthony from the Figure Posing channel and our crew, we did on the rundown, we did Moon Knight. That was the first show we delved into.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much intricate story. There's so many hidden visual tricks, things throughout the episodes, throughout the series, that if you're paying attention to it, they did this really cool thing that had you guessing about things that were going to happen later on, things that were hidden in the show and Easter eggs. And that was really fun for us to delve into every week, to see this character study of different personalities from an amazing actor. I love Oscar Isaac. He's a fantastic actor and he's done many other great movies, and I'm a big fan of his. So that also added to it for me. So all those things and all the fun and everything we had every week, like when I think of Moon Knight, I think about every week catching up on streams, having fun, talking with my friends, picking out all the hidden things throughout the show. So it would be Moon Knight for sure.
Love that. Yeah, I
my
love
long-winded answer. I just freaking loved that.
Watching
show.
the new Rockstar's videos too. Yeah, back in the day, bro.
Yeah, there was so much. There were so many hidden Easter eggs that if you go back and you check, and if you watch some of those videos where people talk about it, there were so many cool things they did in regards to split personalities and camera tricks and just hidden things that not many shows go to that depth to be creative, and even down to reflections in water puddles and camera angles.
It was really cool. I liked it.
A lot of people people missed out on that. A lot of people didn't even pay attention to that when that show was out. I'm like, so that was really a big part of it for me, and I think they did a great job. And I can't wait for season 2. So season 2 is going to be sick.
They're going to have a season 2, right? They are.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just on the win. Yeah. And on top of that, people have been talking about how dark Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was. People don't talk about how dark enough this show was. It was episode, like 6, I believe. It's like the backstory of Mark Spector. It is some dark shit, man. Like it's on a Disney Plus format.
Yeah, trauma,
like
all
HBO
that.
Max level drama. I was like, damn, man. Like it went to some pretty high extremes, I think, for it being a Disney Plus series. But
definitely a great character study. And see, I've always been a big believer in Marvel do a really good job in giving you different genres within their genre. And for me, this is like a character study genre of mental health. That's kind of how, if I approach it like that, so I'm taking those things away from the film. Whereas, say, something like Winter Soldier's a spy espionage film, Ant-Man's a heist film. There's all these different genres that they plug into when they do these films. And when they do it right, I think they do it really well. And Moon Knight was like that for me. So as much as I love Black Panther and R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, he's a fantastic actor too. I would pick Moon Knight. And damn you for making me choose.
Hopefully the next one isn't as hard for you. I don't think it will be. but I'm glad that you
Joey.
This one I felt when I was doing it, I was like, ooh, this one I should have done this one for the last one, but I don't know if the next one's gonna be a little bit harder, but we'll see. Boba said I pre-ordered Moon Knight from Comic Sanctorum before I knew that they were owned by TW, so needless to say, I got screwed and I have to rebuy it. Wow, dang.
Yeah, I never like hearing stories about that. I'm sorry, Boba.
Sorry, Boba. I didn't know that.
Hopefully, you get some justice on that, brother.
Yeah. We got the Everyday Collector. What is up? I've been popping in on some of his streams as well. More of a statue collector, but he does dive into some Hot Toys as well. I like to hear about statues here and there. I watch I don't know if you guys ever heard of what is his name, the Batman collector. I forgot his name. Yeah,
statue collector. Statue collector. Is that right?
I have one, but I mean, I did pre-order. Oh, what do you mean?
No,
Batman statue
the
collector. Yeah. Yes.
Was that the guy?
Yeah. I love his stuff. It's really good. He actually came to one of the cons over here. I was hoping I would have saw him, but I never did. But let's actually go to the last one, guys. So here it is. Boom. So we got the DeLorean, the Hot Toys DeLorean, and we got and then we got the freaking Hulkbuster right here. I don't know how good I did on this one. This one probably should have been the first one. But Daniel, let's go with you first. Which one are you picking?
Man, I'm gonna go with this.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. I didn't end the poll. My bad. So the poll was for the last one, 64% were saying this, and that was at 35. So that was Panther, and this was. What is he doing? What happened?
I rolled my eyes at it.
Oh, okay.
Moon Knight win.
Oh, because he lost.
I'll tell you
He
this.
lost. Yeah.
There's no losing on that one.
Yeah,
There's
know,
10 push-ups for losing. You got to go bust out 10 push-ups.
He could do that easily.
He's like, watch me.
All right, guys. Daniel.
One-handed. Right.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go with this 100%. Back to the Future for me was a film that I loved so much as a kid.
Oh, wow.
Part 2 is I prefer it to the original. The scene where they're making pizza and it just kind of expands. I thought that was dope as hell when I was a kid. If I had the room for this, which I don't have the room for this, but if I did have the room for it, I would love to have this thing. This thing looks incredible. I've seen it on Graham's channel, him and his collection, and it looks pretty sick. But like the Hulkbuster is cool and all. It's just for me, the Hulkbuster was never really a standout for me. Look, I thought the Hulkbuster as a kid, like in the comics, was dope, right? The overall design of it in the movie, I've never been the biggest fan of, just because when I was growing up, this came out when I was like 14, 15 years old. I remember watching it. I was like, why the fuck does it look like the exact same armor? Just redesign it and give it its own look and personality. Because at the time, right, because I was still collecting, I was still collecting figures. So I wanted something that was going to be different than the armor that's already in the thing. So yeah, I don't know. This 100% though. Sorry for the long-winded answer.
No, you're good. Austin, let's go with you. What do you think?
I feel like this is extremely easy.
Oh, it is. Okay.
For me,
Yeah.
it's this.
Okay.
Nice.
I absolutely love Back to the Future. Even the third one, I enjoy all 3 films. They're amazing. Rach and I, we just unboxed Marty and put him up in the detox not too long ago. This will be coming home.
Yeah. I'm surprised you don't have it.
Well, so I'm actually talking to a guy, like I mentioned, in Dallas.
Oh, wow.
Who has one of these. So I may be picking that up, and in 3 weeks, if he still
I'll take you to him.
Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll be picking that up. And granted, that's still, if he has it by then. And
yeah.
I just don't want to pay the shipping if I can wait 3 weeks and save quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm choosing DeLorean really because Hulkbuster's cool. The DeLorean is going down in cinema history.
Yeah.
For me, this is one of those movies that is at the top of my list. Probably couldn't rank it, but let's just say pretty high on my list as some of the greats. And it's one of the standout vehicles, and it will remain that way probably for the test of time. So yeah, DeLorean, baby.
Okay. Yomo's actually saying he just won a raffle a few minutes ago, and that might be coming home. Okay. I see you.
Damn, Yomo.
I know. I haven't seen it in person. I feel like if I see it in person, I'm gonna get tempted.
I've seen the box in person, and it's like it's like the size of the NR Joker box. It's
really
huge. Yeah, it's huge. So
okay.
Congratulations, Yomo.
Congrats, Yomo. That's crazy. Some guy saying that. Sorry, I'm hiding you, Logan. Let me do this again.
Good.
Let's see. I'm seeing who this. We got this. Oh, easy. This is this one's a that. That thing that kind of confused me. This one's a that. But Logan, what? I already kind of know. But what is it? What is this or that?
Well, if I have to choose, it's that. But I agree with everything you said about Back to the Future. I love those movies. I grew up watching the movies all the time.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of love for those movies. But I would go Hulkbuster for sure. I mean, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I've got Hulkbuster. I've got him Battle and Hulk. I love it.
You do? Okay. I was going to ask you if you had it already. I feel like you would have already had it.
Yeah, I got him with Hulk coming at him on a big shelf display, and he's like got his. Remember at the moment where Hulk comes at him in the film, and he's running towards him, and he lifts his arm up.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Got him with the repulsor up. It's a beast. It weighs like 10 kilos, which is like I think
22 pounds.
22 pounds for you guys.
22 pounds. 2.2 conversion. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get a fusion reactors in there and have him permanently lit up because I think that's going to look sick.
Now, one of the first, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but one of the first, like, it was like a collectible, like, bigger piece of mine was a Hulkbuster, but it was like a statue. I don't know if it was Kotobukiya or not, but they have the thing where you could get a Hulk and you can get that one. And that was kind of the first one that I got. So yeah, but sorry to cut you off, but that was
good.
That was reminding me of it.
Yeah, no, I definitely go that because I know how awesome it is, but I completely love Back to the Future and that car as well. Yeah, that would be sick. But I'm an Iron Man, so my choice is that. I try to stick in my lane pretty well of my characters and things.
The same. Yeah, I'm an Iron Man guy too, so I'm gonna pick that, of course, all day, man. I've seen pictures of it and it really is, it looks nice, but I feel like if I saw it in person and all this little weathering and stuff on it, I feel like it looks really good in person.
Yeah. So, it's one of those ones, like I always try to think when I'm thinking about my collection space, when I come in, what are the first things I look at? And he's one of those things where I'm just like, ooh, take a peek at it.
Okay. Let me end the poll real quick. So we have 15 votes, and this is at, let's see,
drum roll.
So we're gonna be, that is at 60%, and this is at 40%.
Woo! So 2 victories for me.
Yes. Austin with the L.
Look, I'm not saying everyone's
we allowed
wrong.
to celebrate? I don't know. Is that a thing?
I'm not saying everybody's wrong on these, but
hey, we share the L together, Austin. It's okay.
I'm happy with my L. You know.
Yeah, we'll wear it. We'll be Luigi's together.
There we go. Means I'm tall.
Oh. See, it was for the Black Panther figure. So he was talking about the Black Panther figure, y'all, for the competition that he won. So he might be having that Black Panther Yomo.
That's awesome.
I thought he was talking about the Hulkbuster.
Yeah, no, even the Black Panther. That's an amazing thing to win. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Got some guy posting the links again. Thank you so much. Dan the Investor's in here, good friend of mine over here. Oh, he lives actually by Daniel now. Actually, he lives in Tennessee, so he used to be in here in Dallas.
What part of Tennessee, Dan the Investor?
I think he's by Nashville.
We are.
That means he's not horribly far from me either.
Yeah, he's not.
Oh,
he's awesome. Lifelong friend. I know.
I'm in the borough, bro.
Brick is saying, really putting in a great show, you guys. Always fun. It really is. I love having fun with you, and especially I have a lot of fun on Wolfpack as well. Like sometimes I'm driving home and I'm just listening on the Wolfpack as well. I love listening to it's like a podcast basically. It's really fun to watch. Let's see. So that is it for this or that, guys. Great, awesome. Thank you guys so much for participating in that. That was really fun. That's usually the longest thing that we have here because it's just so fun. We can talk about it. Good talking about older figures as well. It really is.
I'm a big believer in that. You gotta enjoy your collection. Don't just put it away and forget about it. Yeah,
exactly.
Have fun with it. So I love talking about existing pieces for sure.
Yeah, I try to keep it to where it's not like pre-orders. I like to keep it to where we have it in hand and everything. I don't think I've done one that has been a pre-order, but yeah. So the next, thank you. The next thing is something that we were talking about a little bit earlier.
What's that? Austin? I what is it? I can't see.
I was getting a picture of all of us.
Silly joke.
Oh, yeah.
Silly joke.
I know. I thought I keep thinking like when we say that we can't see something, it's John Cena. But I keep forgetting this dude. But
I get chips.
Yeah, he does. That would be so funny. I think some people do, or you can just put a freaking chip bag in the microwave and it goes little. Have y'all seen those videos where you put a chip bag?
Not to be head ass here, but they have a brand of toys called Mini Brands, okay? And they are like little 1/6 scales. Sometimes they're not 1/6 scale, but a lot of them are 1/6 scale little props of like chip bag brands and soda cans and different varieties of different stuff you buy at the store. You can even do that with Pop Funkos. So like, yeah, you can definitely do this with.
Hey, the Pop Minis they have now are. I think you did that, right? You did the little Pop Mini that it's actually 1/6 scale, basically.
1/6 scale, yeah, for Pop Funkos for Hot Toys.
So
I
need to get
cool.
some of that, man.
I'm gonna bring you some.
I think
I'm gonna bring you both.
Fantastic, Danny. You showed me that, and I was like, oh my gosh, that'd be so much fun to have.
Would.
Yeah, real quick. Me and Ariel, Mrs. Spotchka were at Books a Million one time, and we saw him. And we were like, dude, that looks like it could be like 1/6 scale. And you could put it with a Batman or something. They just revealed their DC collection. So when I come up there in 3 weeks, I'm going to bring you both one. Just for y'all to watch them.
That's cool.
Thank you.
I'm always looking for stuff like that, like little 1/6 accessories.
Me too.
I quite enjoyed that. It's really cool. To
Etsy's kind of where it's at as well for those 1/6 accessories.
It'd be cool, like the one-off movie pieces over here. You know, have like Jack Sparrow have one in the corner, or like Voldemort. Or
I do gotta say, Austin, I saw one the other day and I almost got it for you because I know that you don't buy a lot of pops anymore. It was Sam from Trick or Treat, but
that's very sweet.
So guys, I saw this on Facebook actually, and I forgot all about it. I forgot all about this Drax, and I believe this is the only one that hasn't been announced. Am I wrong? All right.
No Gamora.
Gamora hasn't. Well, yeah, but she was kind of a little separate. Yeah. We could go kind of without her and kind of not without her, but this one.
No Adam Warlock.
Well, I would like an artisan Gamora with really well done hair. I think would be really cool.
I thought you were about to say Batista. I'm like, yeah.
His eyebrows. Oh wait, he don't even have eyebrows.
That's gonna be a hit.
But do y'all think we're gonna get this guy? I mean, we got those Guardian of the Galaxy lines back to back to back, and it looked like they were rolling it out fine, and then they pulled kind of a Justice League on us. Now, with that being said, I know that we can kind of like complain a lot eventually, and we'll get it like what we did with the Justice League and Cyborg. But like I said, it's an open question for you guys. Do you think that will we get him? I'll put a poll in the chat as well. And you guys say yes or no or whatever you want to say.
I would like to say yes, but I don't think so, right? Because it's already been on Disney Plus. It's been on Disney Plus now for like the last month and a half, I believe, since August 1st, so like the last month, right? No announcements from them, and with Ahsoka going on right now, they're 100% focused on that show right now with their releases. They just teased Sabine. We talked about that last week, and for them to announce a Drax out of the blue now, I mean, I could see it maybe in a few weeks, but in the coming weeks, if we don't see him, no, we're not going to get this guy.
That's insane. If we don't get him, that's just insane.
It just because that's the only, like earlier on that was the only Drax that we've gotten so far. And I'm not trying to hate on the figure, but he's kind of scrawny. He doesn't have the proportions of Dave Bautista's body. And like what John was talking about earlier with, looking at the body proportions and how they look and whatnot, he's one to tell you right there. They don't look like Batista. That's not how he would look.
That's why I'd put a jumper on it. I'd put clothing on it to cover it up. Like that's the only thing I would do to make it look better.
But what's the one thing about Drax that he doesn't like doing?
Yeah.
Wearing clothes because he doesn't like it on his nipples. So Hot Toys deserves to
just
give
like
us
me.
a shirtless Drax. And what do they give us? They give us a Drax from Guardians 3 with a shirt on. And I get he wears it in the movie, but come on, the Hot Toys. Come on.
Yeah, I have no idea. None of us actually do have any idea of if we will or if we won't. Yeah. I would lean towards no, because in my head it would makes no sense that it hasn't been released yet unless there actually is some sort of like likeness issue that Dave maybe only did one figure or is only for a certain amount of time. It was like the first one, like 2016. Is that when that one came out?
It very well could be. Yeah, very well.
Yeah, so it could have been an expiration of time. That's why they haven't been able to reuse that. I don't know.
Well, his contract with Disney's up, so I don't know if that plays any part. If his contract with Disney is up, whether they can still do it without his consent.
Yeah, I definitely know the likeness rights.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
I mean, well, they keep cranking out Christian Bale Batmans, right? I mean, he's not got his
actually, could it be the WWE?
That's what I saw. Yeah, I was about to say that The WWE.
Could be the WWE. Could be the WWE because they still have his likeness rights, I think. So it's probably them.
And the thing with WWE too is they also own the ring name that you use as well.
Batista.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if that plays a part, and maybe Hot Toys just made it because they wanted to show it, and they're trying to get maybe some licensing done. And if it's expensive, they might not want to do that, especially if there wasn't a lot of pre-orders for the pre-existing figures.
So it's probably that WWE is trying to get a portion of that money too, and not all three parties, Batista, WWE, Disney, are coming to an agreement. I don't know.
That's what Nick is saying. It's WWE. That's most likely the problem, and Nick knows WWE more than any of us. So he's saying it's a problem, and that's probably the same with Cena. That's why the Peacemaker was so bad at first. Yeah, true.
Oh, that's fair.
And I don't know if like you would even need the rights because his face is not shown, like with the with the with the mask and everything. I don't know if it's like that, but that could be something.
Yeah, you can still tell it's John Cena though underneath the mask. Like,
but it's just his chin that you see basically. So
yeah, you would need to because it's essentially there's a word for the character. It's like the impersonation thing.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You know it's him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know that. But y'all got anything else, or y'all want to go to the next thing? Ready? Next thing?
I think we're good, yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Here's the next thing. Well, actually, I gotta do one thing before we do that. Hold on. Let me take this off. We see. Hello.
I also have a request for a new poll. If you could do that after this.
Okay. Yeah. Did I hold on? Did I forget to take off the poll? Hold on. I forgot. Okay, yeah, I did. So here we go. I'm ending it now at 10 votes. Now, do we think that we are going to get this Drax or not? Yes is at 60% and no is at 40%. That is with 10 votes. So more people think that we're actually going to get this than no. So that's actually a little interesting to see, honestly.
I like it, though. I like it.
Okay.
Let's will it into existence. Let's go.
Yeah. So every time you see something Drax, say where's Drax? Put the circle around him and everything. Every time Hot Toys comes out with something.
I'm just saying, it worked for DC. We got the Snyder Cut, baby. So
I know. Yeah. So we're gonna jump into this right now. So we have this for the night. What was the poll you want me to put up for everybody while we talk about this?
I think we should have a poll saying, will Joey get the Iron Man Mark IV gantry?
Okay,
should he get it?
You know why
should he get it? That should be the poll. Should he get it?
While we're at this,
make the options yes and yes.
I'm gonna while we're talking about like at the end, I'll put that up just for fun. All right. John, are you a big Ahsoka fan? Are you watching it or are you not watching it? Yes. Okay.
No, we're watching it, and we're covering it every week on.
I keep forgetting that. Yeah. I am so sorry.
All good, brother. All good. So we're covering it. So we'll be chatting about it this weekend.
Right.
Definitely watching it.
I'll tune into it.
Love Ahsoka. Love Rosario Dawson as an actress. I've been following her since He Got Game back in the day. I think I remember her from there. That's when I first saw her. Spike Lee film, if everybody remembers it. Yes, watching it. Episode 3.
Yeah.
What do you guys? You guys talk spoilers? What do you do?
Okay, so I try not to talk spoilers, but if you got to get into it, you got to get into it, and just make sure to say like, "Hey, turn off your microphone for like a couple seconds." But let's just try to make it as on the borderline as possible. I guess you could say.
I think last week we tried being pretty broad unless we had specific about a spoiler.
Yeah. So if you have to get into there, just make sure like say warning or whatever.
Warning.
Yeah. So we'll actually go with you first, John. What's your rating for this episode?
What do you guys rate out of? How do you normally do it?
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
You could do point whatever you want or anything. Yeah.
I enjoyed scenes in the show. Some moments were a little frustrating story-wise, writing-wise. Just with explanations of things, I think they weren't quite there. But I'm enjoying the show so far. I'm new to Sabine and all them, as I didn't watch the cartoons. So I've been learning about them and getting educated by my buddy Anthony. So he's been filling me in. But for the episode, I don't like the shorter episodes. Even if it is good content, I don't like it when it's shorter. I want closer to an hour. I just want more. I always want more to the story. Writing, a bit of a letdown, but all in all, I'm enjoying the show. The episode was fun. It's still fun. I had fun. I like the relationship building between her and Sabine, and I like all the other characters. I just hope they don't get shorter as the show goes on, and they give us some good story. So probably out of 10, maybe a 7 out of 10 this episode, I'd say. Just due to some writing points and silly explanations and things.
I think I'm right there with you too.
Joey, finish your thoughts, buddy.
Sorry. Wait. Do you finish?
Me?
John? Are you finished, John?
Well,
Sorry,
do you want me to go into the... No, do you want me to go into like the
it's all
points
you
and things like that? Well,
it's all you.
Well, I thought whilst it was fun, the going out on the ship and jumping around, fighting distracting the ships. If you're the bad guys, wouldn't you just shoot the ship and blow it up so she flies off anyway? Like instead of aiming at her, things like that are like, I'm like, I let it go. I'm pretty easy to please, but some things like that, I'm like, I don't know if that would be what doesn't make them a smart villain. I like my villains to be like really difficult to get away from and beat, and when they're making silly decisions like that, it's a bit strange. But I forgive it because I love that villain. She's actually really cool. Shin is awesome. I think she looks.
Yeah, she was pretty. She was really cool. I thought.
She's a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her and Balin, love her and Balin. I think they've been portrayed really well so far, and I want to see more from them. I loved the training montage with Ahsoka and Sabine. I thought that was great. I thought that was fun. The council stuff, and it kind of annoyed me. I won't go too in depth, but you got to be smarter than that. It kind of didn't make sense. The plot point was to keep someone from doing something, but you could do it a better way than that. Yeah, just saying it just makes them look silly, makes them look not intelligent to look at the facts and make a decision that way. It just doesn't make sense. Other than that, though, great episode.
Yeah,
looking forward to where it goes.
I feel like I'm really right there with you, especially with the lightsaber scene from the second episode, I believe it was, where she got stabbed. But I was saying this in our chats as well, where she got stabbed, but Qui-Gon died from a stab. But I do understand it is a little bit more to the left, on her left side, like kind of clipping her a little bit on the side. But I'm like, I was saying that's where the liver is. Like that's the part where but then I'm like,
where do you guys stand on that? Where do you guys stand on that? Because I've seen lots of people talking about, like, you see Qui-Gon melt an entire door with a lightsaber, yet a human body doesn't melt away in the space.
That's true. Yeah.
So
it's very strange.
I look at it as it's very nuanced. Such as if a person can get shot in the head and they can both die or live, right? Just depending on the velocity of it, how their genetic makeup is, how thick skull is. There's so many of these little nuanced factors that kind of go into it.
But I think 90% of the time, if you get shot in the head, you're probably gonna, or not, maybe more than 90%.
I mean, look, like 50 Cent, man, he got shot in the face.
He got shot in the cheek.
Still getting shot in the face. Still getting shot in the face, man. There's been a lot of people. Now, if they make it where everybody survives something like this, sure. Yeah. At least for me, maybe that'll discount it. But I looked at it as like same thing as a random person getting shot in the chest or the leg.
That's true.
Missing an artery, like all these little things. This didn't bother me at all, especially like I've seen so many zoomed in pictures of Qui-Gon. It literally looks like it goes to that man's spine.
Yeah.
Right.
But when they stab, why don't they just go to the right and that's it? Like, why don't they just do that?
Movie logic, baby. Movie logic.
Don't add logic to this conversation. Just let it go, Joey.
My bad. Or go up.
But in saying that, I can let that stuff go too. It doesn't bother me. Like at the end of the day, it really doesn't bother me.
I'm one of these people, just like you said, John. I'm so easy to please, and I never really get upset about many things. But I'm also pretty understanding. Like, I'm very unfazed by this. Like.
Yeah.
Very unfazed. Doesn't bother me at all. But in the same breath, I can also say I can see where some people are coming from. Where maybe in the past, they would see a character like Qui-Gon and he'd get stabbed and he'd die. I did actually have a buddy William Cody, who I talk to like every single day, he actually gave me his thoughts, and it made a lot of sense. If I can like quickly sum it up.
Yeah, of course.
So he brought up a couple characters. He brought up like Maul getting cut in half and surviving. Maul truly leaned into the dark side of the Force, let all his rage kind of fuel him. That's how he survived. He explained like with Qui-Gon, maybe he could have survived, but Qui-Gon was a more so hippie, and he also knew what was next for him. It was essentially a Force ghost. So Qui-Gon probably could have just accepted his fate and like, this is my next step without trying to fight it.
He also fell too. He fell down the thing or whatever.
Yeah, Maul did too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Or Qui-Gon did. Maul fell down.
So
Qui-Gon was still on the surface.
Oh, was he? I got them mixed
Obi-Wan
up.
was holding him.
I'm
Maul
sorry, I
fell
got
down.
them mixed up.
But like with Willem explained that to me, of him saying like Qui-Gon was so in touch with the Force, he already knew he was gonna be a Force ghost. Like he had been training for this. Like he knew what his next step was, and when he got hit, yeah, maybe he could have survived, maybe he could have clung on. But yeah, he just accepted his fate and knew what his next step was, being a Force ghost and taking over from there. And that's how he explained it to me. I was like, wow, that's
a reach. That's a reach.
I liked it though. But in the end, like I said, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
So being surviving, it didn't bother me, but I can understand.
That didn't bother me either. That was
I can understand why people are upset with it.
We just got to be like, hey, it's Star Wars, I mean, we can't.
I want to know what Daniel thinks because he's been very quiet there. What's he thinking?
I've been invested in y'all's thoughts, man. And earlier, Joey, you mentioned why didn't Shin just kind of like slice sideways, and Obi-Wan says that lightsabers are for a more civilized age, so it wouldn't be much civilized just kind of slice somebody up like that with a lightsaber, but vice versa.
Didn't they do that to what's his name though? Who was the Snoke? Didn't they kill him like that?
Yeah, but Kylo Ren's not civilized. Anyway,
Kylo igniting it from the side though. Like,
but is the Shin? That's her name, right? That stabbed her, or who stabbed her? I forgot. Shin. Right?
Yeah, Shin stabbed Sabine.
Isn't she not civilized as well, or she's not Sith? But
I would say she's pretty civilized. Like she's not.
She tried to blow up Ahsoka.
I mean, just
in a civilized way, Joey. Come on.
Okay, sorry.
Episode, no, you're good, brother. The episode was better than the last two, I think. But overall, as a Star Wars fan, I am not as engaged in it as much as I want to be, right? And I don't feel scared to share those thoughts because I know some of our close buddies and whatnot are really enjoying the show. But I'm enjoying it, but I'm having a hard time loving it. And I hate to say this, but I felt more engaged in the first few episodes of Mando season 3 with meeting the other Mandalorians or getting some stuff with Bo-Katan. And given that season didn't really work out so well, I have a feeling the episodes are going to get better and better. And this is more like the Andor kind of pacing where it's kind of a more of slow burn. And I get that. But, Disney Plus has been kind of lacking. And maybe has something to do with it because they haven't had that many shows been coming out lately. They've had Secret Invasion. And before that, there was about Radio Static for like about a year, right? Since She-Hulk. So for me, I'm excited to see where it's going. I'm excited to see Thrawn. I want to see Ezra. I think that Starkiller's Marok. That would be cool. I saw a TikTok where it was a scene from, I think it was Force Unleashed 2, and he said, "As you wish." And it cut to the episode and the scene where he said, "As you wish." Cool to see Mon Mothma again, though. Like I said, with Andor, making those ties. In case, because there's a lot of, like, Joey's a very casual Star Wars fan. So maybe Joey was like, hey, there's that one chick from the other map that I was taking.
In Andor. Did you like Andor? I'd be interested. Did you love Andor? What did you think of it?
So, upon watching it, no. Right? And I felt the same way about the Batman, right? Where I normally, especially if I see a movie in theaters, I have a tendency to not like something at first. And then upon rewatching it in my own bed and my comfort of being able to pause something and interpret it and understand what the director, what the actors are trying to convey to me, I have a different appreciation for it. So maybe that'll be the case with Ahsoka too, right? And Andor, I think Andor was brilliant. I think I think the first 2-3 episodes are a little bit slow. I don't think the stuff with his homeworld's all the best stuff. I like seeing the construction workers in Star Wars. I think that's kind of dope. It gave me Jedi Fallen Order vibes in the beginning of that game, if you remember, with Cal and his friend. But the prison arc, right, is some of the best Star Wars shit I've ever seen. Andy Serkis, bro.
The writing, I agree with you, mate. I mean, we loved Andor when we did it. I think it's some of the best writing on a TV show, fleshed out storyline in a TV. If you take away whether it's Star Wars or not, as a show, the writing in that, the espionage, the relationships, the fact that they carried your attention is a very adult, very smartly written take on uprising and the beginning of an uprising. I love that show.
Yeah,
we got no figures from it. We got robbed.
The other great thing about Andor 2 was how great the dialogue between the characters were.
Yes.
It felt real and organic, and it didn't seem like it came from a script, which sometimes doesn't translate as well. But I feel like the dialogue in Andor was extremely good.
And some of the scenes, dude, like I said, with the prison art, like Andy Serkis, when he said, like, Cassian asked him, like, come on, like, where are you going? Like, why aren't you going? He's like, I can't swim. Dude, tears to the eyes. It it hits you, man, and it almost feels like kind of like one of those like war movies, right? Kind of similar to
Luthen's speech. Come on, Luthen's speech at the end again, like the
Luthen's
writing
speech, and Cassian's mother speech at the end too, like brilliant.
Sorry, we're getting off track.
Me and Myra have not seen it yet. I think we watched the first episode, but we didn't keep going. I don't know why. We might have to.
You do got to push through a few.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We'll probably watch that.
I love that. I love I love stories like that. Like, I'm a big fan of shows like Billions and things like that, where it's all dialogue. I love that. I love that they added that.
No wonder you're a Quentin Tarantino fan.
Right.
So
no wonder, right?
So you loved Oppenheimer or what?
I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait to see it. Christopher Nolan's my favorite director, so I cannot wait to see Oppenheimer.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
But yeah, so I don't know if Austin, did you give a rating or not?
No, I mean, I'll sum up my thoughts extremely quickly. I think the worst thing about this episode was how short it was.
Yeah.
Honestly, as soon as it ended, I was both happy and I was extremely let down. I think the total runtime was 37 minutes.
Yeah, it's really short.
You take away credits, you're maybe at 31-minute total of just like movie time. Maybe take away the intro, maybe 30 flat, right?
Yeah.
It went by so quickly, man. Like I said, I was happy to have the episode, and I did enjoy it. It wasn't perfect for me, but I'm having fun with this, and I'm very, very hopeful for what's to come, possibly. But man, I can't say I wasn't disappointed as soon as it ended, because I feel like I didn't get enough.
Yeah.
With this one, 30 minutes flat for an episode was a little rough for me.
Good thing it's not like Kenobi with only 6 episodes. We have 8, so there's still some hope. But maybe it's like what you guys said, like Andor was. Maybe the first 2 or 3 episodes need to be like that to set up something, to get us engaged into what's going on.
Yeah,
maybe that's a testament to this whole Disney Plus format of releasing week to week, right? There's a reason why binge watching some of these shows comes off so well. It works so well, right? Like some of these shows you watch, like the last show that I binged was The Bear, right? And that show, binging that show, man, it is so damn good. And I couldn't see myself watching that show week to week, though. It's weird.
Yeah.
So
no, I get that.
When you give somebody their full plate and let them, I get the wanting to pull viewers in each week and whatnot, and there's a certain kind of, when you do live streams after the show, and Steve does the after Ahsoka show too, like there's a certain kind of hype train that goes along. It was there with WandaVision, it was there with Moon Knight and Loki. It's a certain kind of like weird endorphin rush you get every like Tuesday night. It was at 2:00 in the morning. Now it's at 6 p.m. for some people.
Yeah.
Which is good. I prefer that. I was
too.
tired of waiting up to 2:00 to watch some of these bullshit shows. But so yeah, dude. Ahsoka for me, I'm gonna give it a. I hate to say this, but right now I'm gonna give it a 6 right now out of 10.
Okay.
Right now it's just not doing it for me. But
can I come in and just make another point on? I just thought of something when you guys were saying that about the runtime. where I feel like this episode, one of the reasons why I feel like it was shorter is I feel like that sequence, the action sequence, it was quite a long action sequence, and I feel like the action sequence was well timed. Where the length of the episode fell short was more information leading up to the action sequence. So once the action sequence gets started, okay, cool, that was quite a long action moment. That wasn't too slow. Where I feel like they could have, and I'm hoping that we don't miss out on, is I hope that they introduce Thrawn earlier and build him up, as opposed to have him do a Moff Gideon and come in at the end, because that seemed like a format. So where you could make up the time in an episode like that is give us 15-20 minutes following Balin, following Shin, following the other characters. That's what Andor did so well, is we got multiple characters. We understood, and you'll agree, Daniel, you follow the other characters, the other spies. You get to see moments of them having conversations, the two women together. That's what this show hasn't done yet. And I hope they bring Thrawn in, and I hope they give us some build up to see how menacing he is. That's how you fill time in the episodes, because Ahsoka and Sabine's moment, if you think about the episode, they do some training. They go to find this thing. I'm giving spoilers. Sorry, warning.
No,
they go do this thing. They go do this thing, and then it's over. That was fleshed out well. Where you fill it in is bring in those other bloody characters and build them up to give us more things to care about when they do meet at the end of the series. Because now it look like we're going to meet at the end, and we'll see him for one episode. That's the feeling. Might not be what they do, but I feel like they missed an opportunity there to build up. Get Hera doing more things. She could have been doing something else instead of just that shitty storyline of why she couldn't do the thing. It could be do something else. I need you to do this. That's why you can't do that. And then have her go do that. Get to know her better. Build her character up. Build the other guys up. That brings longer episodes, more story, more character depth, more care. We love the show more. That's what Andor did perfectly, and hopefully this show can bring it back and get to that point. But that episode didn't do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot. We could have got at least a couple flashbacks by now as well.
Yeah, dude, more context.
Yeah,
and exactly what you said, John. I'm fearing that they're going to show Thrawn kind of similar to what you said with Moff Gideon, right? Because they've already announced this Mandalorian movie, right? So you know that he's going to be a big bad in that and heir to the Empire. Had they maybe held off on that announcement until after the series, because I feel like that we just kind of know where this is going. You guys feel that way?
Well, imagine if we got a conversation between Moff Gideon and one of his subordinates where you actually learn a bit about him. Imagine if you had just a conversation where he's just talking to somebody about something, like, a Tarantino scene, Austin, something where you learn this big monologue. The actor can do it. He's an amazing actor. Give him some monologues, give him some speeches. Let's learn about him. They're not doing that with him. He shows up, he does a speech to the good guys, gets his ass kicked.
Well, that was like that was the menacing thing about Thrawn, to exactly what you're talking about, John, is in Rebels we got to see his character fleshed out. We got to know his character quite a bit outside of him just being a bad guy. We got to learn how he feels, how he thinks, how he goes about things.
Wait, should I ask this question, because it's about Thrawn, so we can talk about it since we're on him right now? The next question? Yeah, sorry, Austin. Let me just ask it so we can get into that already. So the next question I just wanted to ask you guys is, when do you think we are going to see Thrawn?
Oh, there you go.
So when do you think we're going to see him? I'll put a poll down below. I'm going to put episode 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, and just let us know what you think. Austin, you can continue with what you're saying. Sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, no, this is a good segue. I mean,
I thought so.
I'll go ahead and give my rating. It's a rating 6. I pretty much share the same sentiments as everybody else. I will say this, Rachel, as we're watching it, Ahsoka in her spacesuit, like the blue, Rachel's like, that looks really cool on her. I was like, you know what? You're not wrong. Looks pretty cool. Okay, my little tidbit. But when will we see Thrawn? I have no idea. But same as John said, hopefully sooner than later. Best guess, I'm going to say episode 5.
Episode 5?
I'm going to say episode 5. Yeah, random guess.
All right. That's kind of where you think, like, we'll probably get something else next episode, and then... Yeah,
I think there still needs to be a lead up to it. Maybe at the very end of the next episode.
Because didn't Cooper give us didn't Cooper give us like the next episodes are going to be like plus 40 minutes, right? He told us?
Yeah.
Was that you, Daniel, that said that?
That may have been Cooper, but
Yeah.
I mean, I can see it. I can see maybe.
Well, this
40
was
minute
stated to be
episode, but-
the shortest episode.
Okay.
And it states the runtime being like 37 to 38 minutes, but that's also with the credits at the end.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Daniel, when do you think we're going to see Thrawn?
Man, okay, so I'm gonna answer two questions here. When should have we seen Thrawn? Is in the first episode.
I know, right?
Of the series, because like John said, right? Like a Quentin Tarantino scene having Thrawn being talked about, and not just in in season 3 of Mando, where they're like, "Where's Admiral Thrawn? I don't see him." Bullshit, liar. No, don't give us that. Give us an actual scene where you're establishing fear, kind of like Infinity War, right? Remember when Thanos came up and whooped everyone's ass?
Oh, that's fire, man.
So this shows. Okay, let's just pretend Spotchka's writing Ahsoka, and I'm not a screenwriter. I'm not going to pretend I can do it better, but we're going to pretend that I can for a second. Okay, so episode 1 is going to start with Thrawn being a badass, and you're going to see how cold and calculated this man really is. Okay, you're going to get set up and showing what he's wanting to do, his goal, bada bing, bada boom, story, plot, condensed, tell it. Okay, then you're going to get to meet Ahsoka, Sabine, establish characters, show Hera. Meet her son in the first damn episode. Why the hell we're meeting him in the 3rd episode is so weird. Sorry if that's a spoiler. They released a character poster. Who cares? Okay, they have a son. Why the hell you wouldn't show him in the first episode? Why Ahsoka didn't ask about him? Kind of a dick move, Ahsoka. What the hell? Establish that in the first episode, okay? Have Thrawn a looming, almost like a cloud. Did y'all see Nope?
Yeah.
All right.
Haven't
Imagine
seen it
Thrawn's that cloud, okay? That alien in the sky. You only see glimpses of him, kind of like the shark in Jaws, but show him a little bit, okay? Maybe just kind of like in the trailer, show the back of his head, okay? Maybe show like blurred images of him. You can get kind of creative cinematically with it, right? I don't know. Anyway, back to the question.
End of the first episode, you could have seen a glimpse of him. End of the first episode would have been even perfect.
It's just like they want to set up this movie with him as heir of the Empire, and he's a great character. Austin's right; he's fleshed out so well in Rebels. Why they're not setting him up more in the show is beyond me, and underusing Lars Mikkelsen is a crime. Anyway, I think that we're going to see him, I want to say episode 5, Austin. Realistically, knowing Disney Plus, the bastards that they are, we're not going to see him until probably 6 or 7.
Well, Renz is saying at least there's an episode where it's centered around Thrawn's story. So I guess I guess somebody said that or knows that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Renz knows these things. As he's my apprentice on the rundown, and I like to say he knows these things.
Yeah.
I believe in Renz. Believe in Renz.
Me too.
I hope so. That'd be cool.
I can't wait to get into his, since I haven't seen the animated show, I can't wait to see how he is in this.
Good, and hopefully that's what we've been saying too. Hopefully that episode, I didn't know that, which is fantastic. Hopefully that episode does actually give this backstory to Thrawn, show who he is, why he does the things he does.
Yeah.
Why are people fearful of him and also want him to be this Grand Admiral that he is, and why he's earned that rank.
I like those kind of characters that, like, when they walk into the room, like, everybody's freaking on their A game, and that's why I like Darth Vader so much. That's why I like Joker. At first he wasn't feared like that, but then he started to be more feared like that. Other things, but Renz is saying no. I'm hoping for a Thrawn-centered episode. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that there was one, but yeah, John's apprentice.
Yeah, Padawan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need a show and tell and not tell and show, right? Because they've only
we've been so bad.
Joey's not seen Rebels, right? Joey's doesn't really know anything about this character. You needed to establish, like Renz is saying, you should have had at least 20-minute intro, a cold open to Ahsoka, right? The episode's already an hour long. Give him 20 minutes. He's the big bad of the next movie.
Just like you said, it should have started off like Infinity War.
Danny,
that would have been cool.
You said Padawan. It made me think about this. I don't know if we've even talked about this personally or not. But Shin, she has like a Padawan braid.
She does, yes.
Oh, she does? Wow.
Right here.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
It is kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have touched on this, and Steve touched on his After Ahsoka show. They walk in as a reference to Phantom Menace, right? So just like Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. I'm getting tired. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan in the beginning of the movie, and it's her and Balin's whole character aesthetic is really cool.
Yeah.
I want to know more about them. They've already shown in the trailers that him and Ahsoka get into it in a duel. Show me this. Show me.
I want to see him training her more. I want to see them actually have some conversations about why they're doing what they're doing, and do they have thoughts about why they're doing what they're doing? Why do they just care about getting money? Like, I want to see more about why they want to do the things that they're doing to help this now witch and other universes that they've introduced to Star Wars. I'm excited for it. Hopefully Dave Filoni can pull it off. Look, he's the guy who created it. It's his ship to run. Whatever it is that he's bringing, it's got to be at least 80% of his vision, depending on how much he's getting blocked by execs trying to tell him to do different things. Surely he's going to have a pretty good imprint of what he wants for his character.
Yeah.
So we just got to see what he thinks that is.
100%. I have a question for y'all, though. Do you guys think we're going to see... We heard rumors that Tamara Morrison was going to be in this. Do you think we're going to see Rex?
Oh, that would be really cool if we did, because I have a Rex figure, but I don't know nothing about him. But yeah, I won that one from Brother Cousin, so I didn't just buy it because I wouldn't have known who he was. But that would be cool to see him in live action. I don't think we've seen him in live action, have we? All right, I think it'd be cool to see him on that.
Very cool.
Yeah. What about you, Austin? You think we're gonna see him?
It looks like he was thinking about it.
I'm sitting here thinking of how they would do without it feeling shoehorned, or without taking away the story that's needed, because there's still so much they have to flesh out in this one season. I
was thinking how much y'all hyped. Well, not y'all, but like Cooper hyped it up. I was thinking like we were gonna get like a flood of like a lot of Star Wars content, like just cameos here and there. And like the first 3 episodes, that's why I've kind of been like, it's a little sleepy, but I mean, it's not bad, but I'm just saying like that's what I thought I was coming into whenever like Cooper was saying that stuff. You know what I mean? Like a lot of cameos. I thought we would already saw like a lot, but I mean, that's of course not what Star Wars is about. It's about actually telling the story. But I just thought that this was one of those shows that we're just going to get all that stuff in. You know what I mean? Not being a crazy Star Wars fan,
I'd be okay without any of these. I'd be okay without any forced appearances, because there's still once again so many characters that we're following right now that I need more story. I need to know what their intentions are. Yeah. Oh, that's Luffy. One Piece.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Didn't mean to cut you out there, brother.
No, you're good. Keep going. No, you're good.
No, I'm not saying anything. Yeah.
Hold on. So
you also had a donation you should check.
Oh, I did?
Awesome one from Brian Wong over here. Thank you,
Brian Wong. What is up, Brian Wong?
Hey, Brian.
Hello. I don't think, has Brian Wong been in here before? Whoever you are, thank you for coming in, man. That's gonna help me pay for the stream at least a little bit.
Clip, play that clip.
Play this clip.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you so much, and you get this.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
I love that so much, man. I love that. Like I said, thank you so much. That is really appreciated. I just got I don't know if it's monetized or whatever, but being able to get donations I love that. Thank you.
He said it's his first time he just subscribed. Welcome in.
Oh, hello guys. First time, just subscribe. Thank you, Brian. I hope I see you around a little bit more whenever we're doing these copper drops. Thank you for your last video too. Appreciate. Thank you. Yeah, of course. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah. So did I hear something got released or announced?
Luffy from One Piece.
Luffy from One Piece. Okay, so now so have we said what we want to say on here mainly, or do you guys want to talk a little bit more about it?
I'm good.
Okay. Good. Austin, kind of keep the crowd going for a second for me while I do this real quick.
Yeah, okay. So I didn't see the picture that well. Is it an animated Luffy? No, in Hot Toys, is it going to be that live action? Okay.
Live action.
Okay.
But they've also teased somebody else. I don't know the series, but maybe I can.
Okay, I'm trying to get it up right now for you guys.
So I don't know the series. So my brother's actually a massive anime fan, especially One Piece. He's a massive fan. I don't know anything.
Okay, so
I don't know anything about it.
we'll get into it now. Actually, sorry if it goes a little bit longer than 2 hours, you guys. But hey, this is the first kind of breaking news on.
I was about to say breaking news.
Yeah, look, here we go. We can finally use it.
I think
Nice.
Hot Toys breaking news. One Piece.
I think this is gonna be a really neat one. I think this is gonna make. I would assume this will make a lot of people happy. I do know there's a lot of hesitancy about this movie because taking anything from that anime form and translating it to live action is rather difficult, right? I mean, we saw that with Dragon Ball Evolution, and just conceptually in your head, you can think of what they do in these anime style cartoons and how
crazy.
would you translate that exactly into a live action, and how would that exactly look without taking away the feel of what that anime had.
Bro, this is crazy already. What the heck is going on here? Okay.
I don't know, it looks like a cool piece.
It does.
I'm just not I'm not enough of a fan to know
what it is.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Yeah.
But
Single joint elbows are a little rough, but
it makes me happy though, right? Because
something different.
The anime community is a gigantic community, right? So if this sells, right? Speak with your wallets. If this sells, then that gives hope for other properties and IPs, right? Like me personally, right? I'm not a gigantic anime fan, but I have some personal favorites. Studio Ghibli is amazing. I personally would love me a Hot Toys No Face. I don't know why, just want it.
That other character looks cool.
He does. He has a really good face sculpt, and look at the hair on this guy.
Looks dope, man.
They sculpted that one really good.
Sculpts both look really good.
Yeah,
you can make some.
And maybe I can get some Yu-Gi-Oh pieces if this does well.
I know, right? Wow. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. What do you guys think this is going to be like the price wise?
Probably like $245, $250, probably. I would see.
I do like the clothes.
I don't know. You got a lot of accessories. Maybe $300.
Oh, it does. Yeah, we'll get to that. This leg looks funny. Let's see. The hair looks good too. I think the curly hair looks great. Let's see. Yeah, that face...
texture and muscle definition looks good too.
Yeah.
On the joints and not on the joints, but the other pieces.
Yeah,
this looks like that thing. So this looks like something that they didn't do for for Cad Bane. So it looks like you can have that hair switch out with the hat as well. So it looks like you could take the hair off and then put just the hair by itself and then the hat too. Or do y'all think this just fits? I don't know. So here it is. Yeah. So.
I think that's definitely a removable headpiece. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, because that hat is most likely plastic, right? Because from the pictures, it looks like it's just sculpted, but I can't imagine Hot Toys wanting you to try to force on a hat on top of that sculpted hair. So, interesting looking figure, though. You know, it kind of gives me hope one day that they'll make a pretty kick-ass Mr. Fantastic figure.
Yeah, I know, right? Especially this leg. I can't imagine. Bro, try and fit that in a D-top. But it looks like you are getting separate rolling eyeballs, like we have been getting on every figure basically, and then we are getting some accessories, which are kind of these stretched out arms with some smoke going on around them. And then whatever this ball is, if you guys are One Piece fans, I'm pretty sure you would know what this is. And then a stretched out leg as well. And then we do have our famous little boot picks, I guess you could say. And then we have 4 sets of hands and then an extra fist right here. And it looks like this kind of display base is a little weird. So no wonder they didn't put it right here. But we have like that octagon, or not octagon, is that octagon type base with a regular flight pole. And then we have something that you can put on right here on the side. So it kind of reminds me of Mysterio's base where you can put on the little drones and stuff. But yeah,
they must have a lot of faith that the series will be good, right? Because the show's not out yet.
Renz is saying, I have no idea about One Piece, but I know the anime is known for overly weird proportions, but there are a lot of people who like the Netflix series so far. So it could be a hitter. And SpongeBob SquareBalls is saying, oh hell yeah! So I'm pretty sure he's someone that likes this.
In other countries, it'll probably, like in Asian countries as well,
Yeah.
it's probably going to be well regarded. You can imagine they'll probably have a big audience if it's anime.
Zoro's revealed too. Okay, so there's something else, guys. Let's see.
It's probably the other guy.
Yeah, it is probably the other guy.
Green-haired dude, or...
So let me go back on here. Sorry, guys. Your first time this has happened, John. So
that's what they all say.
So you are here for a treat. I don't see where that he got announced at. Let me refresh it. Maybe that's why.
I think it's ironic that they reveal figures that none of us would like are copping, right? Normally, it's like right after we're done, they reveal something that we all want.
So
I see him.
One more time.
On Facebook.
Austin over here.
I was trying to get a quick yawn in.
Yeah, I know. And it is. I'm trying to get through it for you guys. So here he is. So this is Zoro. I don't know about this guy either, but we're just gonna flip through some of the images.
Look at my man's forearms.
I know they look like ears, don't they?
Damn. So you can make a custom Austin Nicholas figure out of this, right?
Right. So this guy looks like he has a lot of
Tyson body for that.
Yeah.
Right. I was about to say Terminator body.
Shorter. You gotta scale the height down a little bit.
So let's see. Let's keep going. Oops.
I mean, speaking of customs, though,
he looks cool though.
Yeah,
he
like,
does look
even
really
if
cool.
you don't want like this figure, you swap the head on it. That sounded weird. Take the shirt off, throw it on a different.
So I don't know what the likeness is supposed to be like for either of these, but the sculpt look really good, especially on this one.
Yeah,
I really like it.
It does look
different
good.
mouth piece, different face plate that you can put the sword on.
Katanas look sick.
Yeah. So you're right. That hair is pretty badass. The more I'm
looking
at this,
I think we'll probably get an up close view of it here in a second. But yeah, looking really good. Look at that.
That's a good shot.
That is. Let me zoom in a little bit.
Pose with the arms there and the hands.
So the paint app on the face is really good too.
Yeah, and you got an earring. Have we had any Hot Toys that had earrings like this? I don't think we have.
Harley Quinn, I believe.
Oh, Harley Quinn. Okay.
Jack Sparrow. I can't.
Jack Sparrow too. Yeah.
But like you said, the skin texture looks good. We get like 3 of these freaking.
Have we had a Hot Toys with like these prominent veins in these forearms like that?
Yeah.
Wolverine.
I think.
Okay.
Wolverine. Okay. Yeah.
And kind of technically Peacemaker too. We'll have to see with John Cena's arms, but I don't know.
Yeah, this other head sculpt looks crazy as well. Hopefully they show that. So here it is, like really up close. That hair is crazy looking, man. Let's keep going.
Yeah, that's cool.
This, of course, has a rolling eyeball. So this is everything that you do get with it. So it looks like this might be, 2 head sculpts. Y'all think this is 2 head sculpts?
I think so. Yeah, because
100%.
the bandana on it.
Because he's got his mouth open on the other one.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm goofy. Yeah. All right. So we do get 2 head sculpts, guys, and then we get all these. What were the katanas? Right? Is that what they're called?
I wonder if they're die cast. That'd be sick.
That would be sick. That really. But they didn't.
Said no.
We got the close up of the boots, of course, and then we do have 3 sets of hands. That same kind of base that you do get with the other figure, but I think this is it's a fight pole as well. And then we do get the little holster for all 3 of them. But this one looks really cool, guys. I like it. I'm glad that we got to finally do kind of a breaking news on here. That is awesome. It looks like some more people came in and started watching whenever this happened. But Zoro looks awesome is what Yomo was saying. And Jeffrey, what is up, Jeffrey? He's saying One Piece is good, man. I used to watch it back in the day and read the manga. Is that what you call it? Manga? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Austin is saying, man, that's a hard show to get into with how many episodes there are.
There's 1,000.
There's 1,000
episodes right now.
Oh, and it's like some people say you got to get into these anime shows. You got to get into just get through 300 episode 300, and it gets so good.
Yeah, so I mean that's the hard thing about some of these, man. It's like the commitment to start and finish it seems overwhelming.
Yeah.
And not only that, but you have the collector mindset, remember, in your blood. Running through your veins right now is that feeling. Anytime, any show or movie that you watch, you're going to be like,
Oh no, that's me with DC right now, man. That's
Right?
good
See,
DC
same.
right now.
Who are
Yeah.
you wanting to add right now? Because for me, it's Peacemaker, Nanawe, King Shark. That's probably my next one. In art Batman. Probably the Puzzle Man that you just got, Joey, and that's probably my DC collection right now. And the Bane.
Yeah. So first and foremost, absolutely Wonder Woman. Like absolutely Wonder Woman. Like I'd won a couple iterations of her too. I really like the training suit. I really like the toned down color in Justice League, but I also like the really vibrant one from Wonder Woman. So either one, I really have to look at the figures because I like both suits. That'd be really hard. But if Rachel really likes Peacemaker, then yeah, Peacemaker can be right up there with her. I also need a red and blue Cavill too as Superman. So
Yeah, that one I want too.
Wait for the NR, brother.
Field to Burn is saying that where's the live action Sailor Moon? Hey, that one kind of be pretty cool actually.
Yeah, that was a show I used to watch. Yeah.
You know the lightsaber I have has that that thing, the Sailor Moon effect. Y'all see it on here. It's like a rainbow type of thing that she has, I guess, on her stuff. But it's pretty cool. But guys, I guess that's kind of where we'll wrap this stream up. It's actually a little bit shorter than the streams have been recently, but there's only 4 of us here, so that's a good thing. But how I'm gonna wrap it up is just ask you guys what y'all got going on the channel as I usually do. Let me take this off the screen. There we go. Hello. So first, Austin, I'm gonna ask you what you got going on your channel. I know you just uploaded a vlog, right?
Yep. Just uploaded a vlog.
Nice.
Yeah. We'll have another one this week, probably posted on Monday.
Is the meal prep on there? I gotta see the meal prep.
You know what? I know you mentioned this last time too. I am thinking I'm actually going to film my grocery shopping. I don't know about the meal.
Hey, people might learn from that because I mean, you never know.
I may do an
learn
entire
what to buy.
video about that. Or probably just include it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to cook all my food, try and film it, and then talk through it. Man, I think you guys know this. I'm a pretty big stickler to my routine. And I don't know if I just want to mess with that. Maybe if I gave myself a bit more time one of these days, maybe I can add it to another vlog.
Yeah.
You know? But I had fun with the last like daily vlog type one, and even if they don't do well, I had fun with it. So I think I'm gonna continue on. I tried to do an unboxing. I didn't quite like the angle that I had at all, so I'm gonna try again. Because I just unboxed the figure and there's really not many reviews. There's like a couple of reviews out for it. So I was like, you know what? Maybe this is like how I should start trying to do some of these unboxings or reviews or whatnot. So I'm gonna try and get that done by next week. Because it's a 3-day weekend for me. Oh, yeah. We are going out of town, but we'll be back and I have all on Monday to do it. So yeah, okay. A vlog and then hopefully an unboxing. And obviously all the Instagram content. Yeah,
I love it. That vlog was good. I liked it. Sophia kind of photobombed your
oh, she deserves it.
She heard Austin and she got up.
Yes.
I want your attention.
Yeah. Daniel, what you got going on the channel, man?
Man,
I know you just had a live yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday. Just started yesterday on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Along with Austin, whenever he feels like it and comes on the channel. Yeah. On the show, we talk anything and everything about shows and movies, from moments that you wish were made in 1/6 scale but haven't been made. So we talk all about that, and that's collecting from the book of Spotchka on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. CST. Okay, so I don't know if that different times. Iron Logan over here in Australia, that might be
24 hours basically.
Right. So morning time for him. Or nighttime, whatever.
It's lunchtime now. Midday. Midday. Lunch. I'm about to go have my lunch.
Oh, the hell yeah. What do you guys have?
Probably just some homemade stuff. Chicken, maybe toasties.
No.
No Vegemite. No Vegemite. Chicken and broccoli.
Chicken and broccoli, hell yeah. Besides that, I just filmed a video earlier. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. I won't reveal what it is yet. You guys will have to see for yourselves tomorrow what it is.
Everybody know, I don't mean to cut you off, Danny. When he said he wants it to be a surprise, he means it. We talked on the phone last night, and I tried asking him. He's like, No.
I asked him too, and he was telling
It's
me
gonna
I
be a
didn't.
surprise.
I didn't tell Austin, and so I'm not going to tell you. So I was like, okay.
Well, Danny,
It's not
honestly, he did tell me. He just told me to say that on the stream.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's still left out. Yeah.
No, it's not like anything special or anything like that. But I don't know. I like having the mystery.
I like the mystery. Yeah.
I like not knowing, man.
Yeah.
It's one that I had fun filming, and one I might refilm tonight. Honestly, just to get better shots, but we'll see. But I'm excited for that. And then obviously in 3 weeks now, I'm excited. We have our trip coming, which, like we've said all in the previous streams last week's. Get ready for the Motherload of all vlogs on all 3 channels. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna meet up with collecting weekly as well. A night out there, so that'd be kind of cool as well.
Dude, yeah, I'm excited.
John, I keep wanting to say Logan, but John.
Oh, good.
Yeah. What you got going on your channel?
Well, at the minute, I'm currently filming my quarter scale video. So I'm just I've got 5 quarter scale pieces. So what I've done is I've done 2 different display options for each piece, and then I've taken some shots, some angles, and then I just talk about why I like them, and good positives, negatives, just why I have them in the collection. Essentially, I don't see a lot out there on 1 quarter scale collecting, and I do see a lot of people talk about maybe going the statue route instead, and I kind of think I prefer them over statues in the sense because I can create my own looks for them, and that's something I'll probably talk about. Just touch on some points of why I like them. And filming them is difficult. Filming quarter scales in my setup is actually quite difficult to do. So I like the challenge of trying to get different angles and getting the poses to look realistic. So that'll be coming out on the channel soon. Once I do 2 scenes with the Mark IV and Gantry, I'll be finished that. Every Sunday you can catch us on The Rundown, where we break down film and TV. We talk about collecting a little bit, but it's mainly just breaking down shows that we like. At the minute, we're doing Ahsoka.
I'm going to start generally into that more.
Oh, geez, mate. Well, we interact with the chat just like yourself. Renz is there every week. We call him Hawk Boy because me and Renz, we spot things in shows that other people's don't. So we have a little joke that's nothing. It's all just fun. But we do that every Sunday. Other than that, guys, I'm working on shorts. I'm working on building the display out again for another room tour. I feel like I've got 10 different videos that I'm working on at one time. It's hard to try and fit it all in, but the most recent will be the quarter scale. So if you like posing, if you like display options, come check out my channel.
Oh yeah, man. I love your stuff. And everything on your Instagram is shot on iPhone, right?
Everything's with iPhone. Yeah,
bro, that is insane. I love that. That is awesome. It helps people know that you can actually get these cool shots without having a professional camera, which I just love.
I just use that, and then I use the apps on my phone to do it. I don't do any external stuff we take out like effects and things like that. I just do whatever I can on apps that I find, and I'm not a professional at all. Yeah, I just have fun.
That's the best part. But I forgot to tell y'all that I ended the poll as well. When will we see Thrawn? And that was at 61% of the people said episode 5. So episode 5, guys, we'll see.
Nice.
But thank you guys for coming. So on my channel, I'm coming out with the Puzzle Man review coming out. So that'll be fun.
Very cool.
I think I might upload it tomorrow, and then I might have a short for it tomorrow as well. And then Copper Drop, of course, every Thursday at 9. And then Who's That Hot Toy, of course. And then I did just get the Hasbro N1, so you guys should see a review on that shortly as well. Me and Myra are gonna open that one up, and then I got 2 501st Troopers as well, so that's gonna be fun as well to open up. I don't know if I'm gonna review that yet or not, but anyways, guys, it has been Collector Joey and friends. Thank you guys so much for being here. Y'all are awesome. Make sure y'all subscribe to everybody in here. Everybody's stuff is in the description. So just hit that subscribe button. And until next week, guys, I will see y'all later. Bye.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate it. Cheers.
Of course. Cheers.